50-50s up to 1,600 to the winner. Last ball going around.
Since 1886, New York State Fire Department drill team competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams.
With your voice not giving eye contact, and I thought you would call me Grizzly Adams with the headset. We still have a commercial, Chris? Yes, today you can, Chris. I mean, Lenny.
Okay, track is ready, lights is... Next contest is motor pump. State record, 5.42, held by Hagerman. Track record, 5.92, held by New Hyde Park. Overtime in this event is 10 seconds. Up to the lights, number 10. Running out of time with permission is number 14, the Southampton Run.
All right, we got 2 to go here, fellas. So we're
Lori got our flags.
Yeah,
2 to go. We got a close one. Let's see what's going on. Did you guys talk about B-Hose upstate?
We have not yet.
Spencerport 875.
Okay.
Transit 905. Point Pleasant 937.
So I think the story from upstate today, though, was like Point Pleasant dealing with some injuries, right?
Well, then we go to efficiency. Point Pleasant 1024.
Right.
Spencerport 1045. Mini Transit 1055. Close contest.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they're already, they've caught us and are about to pass us.
Oh, they got three teams.
And they started at 1 o'clock.
4 teams.
Oh, I was
Give 'em some
sorry.
credit.
So 4 teams.
So now into the best race there is in drill team racing, motor pump.
Yeah,
Besides
Lenny
B-Hose.
loves it.
Maybe not at this track.
Motor pump in Suffolk, bro.
B-ladder's the best. Hands down.
B-Hose.
We all have our personal preference.
Yeah, but mine's right.
Well, five,
Of course, because you're...
B-ladder.
all right, what's going to be worse today, the 560 in B-ladder or whatever we score in motor pump today?
Well, we keep asking for better runs in each race, but we're not going to see any 5s here today.
6:34 average
right.
time to win the contest the past 5 years. Past 10, it's been a 6:45. Not terrible. All time, 6:77 to win the
lot of
contest.
speed coming in from the
Sheldon
slowpokes.
Slowpokes leading it off, and boy, they have speed. You are right. Throws it down. Put it on the flap.
See? Bad
Hey.
shot. Good shot for the slowpokes.
Even, Selden's not scoring points, but they're showing improvement as well.
7.76.
776 for Selden. Nothing to sneeze at here at the Hempstead track.
Number 1, the Patchogue.
It's a 6'3" somewhere else.
You think?
No,
Because I'm starting to get sniffly over here. I'm about to sneeze.
definitely not.
See what I did there? No.
That's all right.
You know,
So
you're
that's
right.
a little strong, Paul. A little strong.
So last year here, 723 was our 1-pointer.
There you go.
So that was the cutoff last year. And the 644 by the Wolves was 5.
I'll tell you, so the 5-year and the 10-year averages of placing in motor pump at this drill is a 7-1 for both, right? So it's something to keep in mind. So we got a 7-1 potentially scoring.
But we've seen some pretty good pump this year, guys. And this is a team right coming up that really stuck their heads up there this year. We've seen Patchogue run some good pump.
Sure have. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, so 655, 627, 625, 633 to tail of the tape for the Patchogue 40 Thieves and motor pump this season.
They'll take one of those right now.
One of the very few teams, granted it was a long time ago, to 5 on this track, correct?
They hold the track record, 597 through the Patchogue 40 Thieves, I believe, at the 1993 state drill. A drill that ended up going to the Central Islip Hobos after they, sweep ladders that day.
And as you guys know, we were playing around on our own group meet the other day. I was surprised to see Islip's best time here in history was what, 6'3", I think. I mean, it was crazy. So
Yeah.
Islip was
6'3" not bad.
Well, that's the
no,
thing.
but it's
Listen, the 09
Islip's a pump team.
6'3" is a heavy number here. 09 state drill, we run a 630 for first place to get us back in the mix going into buckets. So you run a 6'3" today, you're real happy.
Oh, yeah.
You
All
know.
right, here comes
Patchogue.
Patchogue.
Yeah.
Looks like they got a little bit of speed coming in. Straight to the hydrant. He's off with momentum. Oh! He just runs right by the hydrant.
And the driver didn't notice that
he
missed
started
at the
pumping.
hydrant. He just kept pumping the whole time.
Yeah.
Check out their hose layout there. You see how far up forward the...
Yeah, it's interesting.
The loop is,
different.
yeah.
If they,
So a total dink off the hydrant. I don't even know if he was close to get on. They did not change their style. They did not try to get further over the line.
5, 9,
yeah, well,
25.
they're going to have to pull that pump apart and check those rings. Because he was on it heavy.
He was
with
on
nothing
it,
going
nothing,
in.
Yeah.
172 on the handle on the miss. 172.
Just a quickie on Patchogue. I mean, they've been to a bunch of drills this year as well. The only drill they didn't go to was one they weren't invited to, the Joe Hunter.
And they're not going to state.
What?
They're not going to state tournament.
Is that true?
That's true.
Why?
They have a wedding or something.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
shocked to hear that. I almost feel like you're joking.
No, they're not racing. at
They have
state
been in
drills.
every
Stop
single
it.
tournament.
Get out.
Not
just
racing
like,
at state
just like your
drill.
former driver.
Let me go back to the state drill
Like your
lineup,
former
guys and
driver.
girls.
Won't be racing at the state.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Talking about
North
doing
Merrick.
things and being young and learning and stuff. If you guys look between me and the hydrant, you see somebody in a very bright colored shirt, right?
Yep.
Nozzle man for the Central Islip Hobos, right there on the nozzle line, seeing what these teams are doing, learning, absorbing. Is the only guy there. He's the only one doing it.
It's hard to see anything past you towards the hydrant.
That's a funny one.
At least he's gray. He
I'm
blends-
trying to
blends in,
educate you. I'm trying to educate you, Paul. If
He
you
blends into
don't
the
want to
guardrail
learn,
and the
Is that,
concrete.
who is that? Is that Hobo's pump nozzle guy?
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Nice.
He's got that asphalt-colored shirt on.
I love seeing that. Guys that want to be a student
Asphalt.
of the game.
It's his ass's fault.
Well, you got to play.
Jesus Christ. I try to educate you guys, and that's where you got to
Okay.
go.
Here comes that former St. James rig right here. North Merrick bringing it in. John
Hey,
Ronaldo.
nice connection.
Nice, sticks it on.
Waits the customary second, then he puts it out. Hey, nice little run by
shot for
North
North
Merrick.
Merrick. AJ with a good decent shot on the
It'll
top.
It'll be a low
7.
172 stick.
North Merrick. 7.06.
706. That's a pretty good shot here.
Number 5.
I would say that placed a lot of times at this track. Farmingville coming up.
Listen, according to the records that I have on this, that looks like it's a team record for
Team record?
North America. According
Yes,
to the,
it is. It's
according
a
to the record report,
team record.
709 is their
709
team
was-
record.
yeah, you got it.
So-
Wait a second. Imagine setting your pump team record at
At
Hempstead.
Hempstead, right? So the potential's there to kill that team record, right?
All right, guys. So like I talked about, Richie Arnett down here from the CI Hobos, right at the nozzle line. Rich, what are you trying to figure out down here?
I want to try and find my mark as close as I can to the target, because with the water pressure here, you got to, you can't run it like every other track because the pressure doesn't go as far or as high.
So it sounds like you've
Hey,
been
some
schooled
happy,
well. Are you
stump
looking?
jumpers down
Are you
there.
looking to get a step or two over where you normally get to?
Yeah, I'm trying to get definitely a little bit over that line just so I can get closer and get a better chance at the target.
All right. Well, good luck with it, and thank you.
Tell him to stand up and attack like we're, firefighter 2.
You're right.
You're all big
I
talkers.
always
on
wanted to do that here. I wanted to give it a shot.
You're
once.
all big talkers on the arch. Billy sits up there all day. Come on down once in a while, Bill. You should do some sideline.
Too hot down there, pal.
People, you. They, believe it or not, a little bit.
All right, here come the Farmingville Bandits.
You like to hear that out of a young kid, though, the way that he answered that question.
Thank
like
you.
He's been coached,
Yeah.
man. He's just
Thank
down there.
you.
I want to know who
like
told
it.
him. I want to know who told him that information.
He must have been a product of the juniors.
He didn't come up with that himself, did he?
Big speed. Wow, Dom gets around. Oh,
Coming in
boy.
hot, but they miss at the hydrant.
I tell you, that thing's pumping, man.
He went high and he stayed high.
Farmingville overtime.
Yeah, they really went hard after the hydrant there.
They did. They were going for it
Oh
there.
my gosh.
Had a little
144.
Yeah.
Speaking of going hard, Darren Ronaldo right next to me here, so I guess he won't be going hard today.
Oh,
Darren Ronaldo was supposed to run nozzle today, I thought.
I had a little chat with Justin Russo before. He was joking with me, saying that his wife texted him saying that she didn't appreciate my comments about Justin during three-man ladder about his weight. So to Justin's wife, I do apologize. It was all tongue in cheek. Justin's a major player, of course, and
I don't know if you should be talking about Justin's wife and tongue and cheek. And that's a lot in one sentence, brother.
Hey, you brought it in.
here
not
comes
me.
another text.
And so I deeply and
She uses the
thoroughly
bicep.
and humbly apologize. Now, Justin's a good dude, man. It's I want to see him perform at his peak ability, and those are the reasons for the comments. But
So-
we were laughing and joking. It was all good news.
So what are you telling her? To serve a couple of salads over the next few
Still,
weeks?
Listen,
Is that what you're telling his wife?
This is another example of what proves my point once again that the
getting
best
worse.
athletes are in ladders events.
Oh,
You have to diet, man. Super Bowl
Oh,
Monday, the Monday after the
please.
Super Bowl, it's wonton
Oh,
soup
my.
and turkey sandwiches for months.
No
How
cor-
would you like that, Lenny? Huh?
No Carrabba's for you, Justin Russo.
Yeah, right.
Listen, when you get to Hempstead, you got to hold that nozzle down. There's quite a kick. You need a little girth. You know what I mean?
Tuesday after Labor Day, I'll go to Carrabba's and eat you at a house and home.
All right, here come the Teddy's boys on the line right now. Couple good shots on the air for these guys. Couple not so good ones.
7:06, the leader right now.
A lot of speed.
Good numbers on the Teddy Boys truck.
What is that?
Good stick. Blows off the discharge.
Oh,
Discharge, and he's
Doesn't
still
even
pumping.
know it. Doesn't
Still
even know
pumping.
it.
To translate the groans,
man, oh man, there's some disappointed
The-
Teddy boys there.
the wild mouse guy
Oyster
missed.
Bay.
Oh, wow.
To translate to those of you at home.
That was
All right, so
that was ugly.
Well, it looked good on the hydrant. I think the stick was only 3/4 for whatever that's worth, but then blowing off on the discharge, they're on a shot.
That's the best stick they've had. I mean, as far as just time hooking up in a while.
151. 151 when it went down 3/4.
It looked like a full stick blowing out the discharge.
Sounds like a personal issue, but okay, we'll leave that one alone. Sorry, Meredith.
That's what they get for no Ronaldo on that truck.
That's right. He would have turned the water off a lot sooner. To stop pumping.
My partner Billy Murphy driving me to the airport tomorrow. Get some rest, Billy. I gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow to go to Disney World, Paulie.
Jesus.
The wife says don't come home late.
You can sleep on the plane.
She knows she's married to you, right?
So she says, they don't let drunk people on the airplane. I'm like, well, not anymore. Back in the day, they did.
She knows she's married to you. She remembers that, right?
Yeah, I did try to hijack her plane once coming home from the state tournament. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's great.
It was 2 months before 9/11.
Great memories.
Oh, actually, a month before. I was we were in main transit for the drill that year.
It's a good thing you didn't have a better team.
Oh man, the pilot came out to yell at me. The whole plane was just nothing but drunk turtles. It was great.
What was that, Y2K?
Yeah, 2001.
All right, here comes the
2000.
Manhasset Lakeville Minutemen.
Yeah, quite a combo here.
We were in Merrick in 01.
Driving it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was flying home.
Miss
went
at the hydrant.
What did we go up there for?
We're going to miss at the hydrant. It's going to be a mandatory overtime.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Overtime for Manhasset Lakeville.
I don't know who's teaching these guys behind the nozzle man to lay on it crossways like that. You have two big guys. Doc's one of them. Not sure who the other gentleman is. Get your whole body on the hose. Hands in your chest isn't enough.
Number 7, the Westbury.
Well, wait till we see that car place configuration they had at CI the other day. That was something different.
Yeah.
Where they're all back and forth, like doing push-ups on the hose. That was strange.
You know, Billy, I meant to ask you this with the Turtles coming to the line with New Hyde Park's B truck. You guys run a 599 at the
No, they
Connolly,
didn't.
correct?
Termites did.
Well, do you count that as your team record?
Nah, can't.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, no
dude.
doubt about it. I have no problem
I'll
with
tell
that.
you what, that's a debate, man. Do you feel comfortable with that as your team record?
I have,
Personally?
I have no problem.
Yes,
Those guys
he
worked hard for it, and they earned it. Hey,
I hear you. It's a great shot, and I know the guys on the back, and I know that they ran a good number. I just don't know, man. I'd have a tough time
I mean, I do
with
have
the
a...
merger having a different B truck, but the team name that belongs to West. Like, this is an interesting thing. Like,
I know.
They merged Westbury, but they're using New Hyde Park truck. It's very similar to the
Wait,
Rascals.
Twan, can I give you an explanation that I heard
They're
from his
using
brother
New Hyde
Danny?
Park's guys.
Can I tell you what Danny Cornell told me?
Danny will give you the answer right now.
Danny Cornell told me, we're paying the bills. It goes in as a Westbury time.
Okay, fair enough. But still, it's
That's what he told me.
this is the world we live in
He was
now.
pretty
with
excited when he
That's
told us,
only,
too.
it's
with
only
this
because
merger world,
New Hyde
it's
Park
like-
refused to pay the food bill. Because Billy goes back there and they refuse to pay the food bill.
Oh, I stay up here. I'm joining Suffolk County. All right, here we go. Turtles on the line. Let's see what they can do. Dev Robinson turning on, over hitting the hydrant. The little bird turning on. Just put some water in, hit the target. Easy contest. Water's
Hey!
in. Woo! The slide.
Whoa, look
Here's
at the
the
question
shot.
mark, though.
I'm liking it.
Turtles.
All termites.
They're gonna
Still
like that one.
6.5.
You see the guy at the top? Oh, hold on.
6.54.
654.
654 is a good shot on this
That
trip.
is fun to
Deservedly
watch.
So being the first place shot. I mean, putting it on the hydrant like that. And then he hit the target pretty good.
Great looking shot for the Turtles right there.
So, Bill, I got to ask you, the guy who
That's their
runs,
spoiler shot for the tournament right
I was
there.
about to say.
the guy who runs the top of the question mark, who's supposed to run out to the grass, he kind of threw it. Is that part of the strategy?
I've never run this
Threw
way.
it on the
doesn't-
ground. It was going all sorts of
He doesn't know the New Hyde Park
Oh, they
way.
do this slide, and I've never done the slide
It's the New
before.
Hyde Park's way. He doesn't know.
I mean, I wanted to do this
It's
slide
only
years
his
ago,
team
but they,
record.
they wouldn't let me slide. I was a little upset.
Did Westbury ever run a 5 in motor pump?
No.
6-0
now,
is our record.
Yeah.
So now that 5 counts.
Oh, that's right. See? See, it
That's
gets
tough.
uglier.
Hey,
That is a tough debate.
it's
man.
what I mean.
So I got a 156 open
In
on
my
that
record
shot
book,
right there.
I have the all Westbury record. So
680.
until the all Westbury, yeah, 605.
So far.
Yeah, right. You guys ran some good pump shots back
Oh,
in the day.
my
Of course you
God.
have.
But you didn't dive on the ground. There would have been a divot.
Well, if Danny would have done that, whatever Danny did, we could have shot someone. If he'd have shot the way Lenny shot, we'd have had 10-5s.
You imagine that dive, Paul, and he just hits and digs in. Ka-chunk.
Oh, forget it.
Darryl
A divot?
Ronaldo sitting up here with us. He's holding up a giant asterisk for those of you at home.
So, again, just back to that run. 156 open, 504 water out. Water didn't quite get to the target as quick as you'd like, but 6.5
But
is
when you
not
think
bad.
about that run right there, and we're going to go to Merrick in 2 weeks, same type of setup for motor pump. Now, all of a sudden, New Hyde Park can pay spoiler. Right?
Yeah,
They
true.
can get a
Yeah.
little spoiler in
Without
that
a
little
doubt.
thing if they're going to run it like that.
And if they style, exactly. We know that slide works if you can get the hose out, and they know how to
Yeah.
do that over
They do,
there in
yeah.
New Hyde Park, now combined with Westbury. So,
And they
yeah,
do.
they're a player.
Yeah,
Good big contest right there. They've placed 4 times out of 6 this year so far. All right, so here's CI, 16.5 points, trailing by 2.5 to the Wolves.
Hey.
Big shot in the tournament right here.
Didn't they last week get disqualified for being off the truck early or something like that?
I
Were they
think
one of the
so.
teams? I think they were
believe
one.
so.
It says no time on a team summary.
Yeah,
I don't
I think
really
they got
recall why,
disqualified.
Yeah, a couple things happened on that one too, I think.
They had some hose out of the back early or something
Yeah,
to that effect.
a 3 foot. No, they don't run the 3 foot mark, right?
The adapter was on early, or the outside.
The discharge,
Discharge,
player
right.
had connected
Right.
early.
Connected early. Right. I
All right,
didn't
here
do
we
that.
go. A lot of speed.
Hey!
Oh, good stick on the hydrant.
He gets where he wants to up at the top. Oh, good thing he hit it on the way up because by the full stream,
Yeah.
it was above the flap.
Yeah.
He just tickled it, had enough water to knock it
I
up.
don't know if this is going to catch Westbury.
Whoa! 659.
59,
Just
lost a
north
little
of the
bit on the
Turtles.
hit.
North of the Turtles.
Yeah, now what that does is potentially sets up a tweener for the Wolves and or the Flying Dutchman if they want to beat both those numbers.
That's right.
You know, and then they gain an extra point out of it.
So again, I just did the interview 10 minutes ago there with the Nosman from CI. He went 6 to 8 feet over the line, guys. He's again, a student of the game. He coached well. You know you can get further down the track here at Hempstead. You just can, and that helps. If you're that much closer to the target, it's going to help your time.
And he does just what he said he was going to do exactly. So there you go. And
Yeah, good looking shot.
a really good looking shot You're right. I don't know if the water got to the target. It had a spray to it.
Yeah.
And the bottom part of that spray is what tripped the flap.
Yeah.
Because the main stream was mid-stanchion.
He almost knocked the
And he almost knocked it down.
He almost reset the
All
target
right.
back down, right?
So here's the number you guys would be interested in. So 147 stick. All right. We all saw that. 375 through the truck.
Yeah.
Not anywhere near. I mean, I get it here at
It's a
Hempstead.
Hempstead
You're not
shot.
going to be at 3 flat, but 375, 522 water out.
Like we said,
then the
644
6.5.
by the Wolves won a good shot last year. With a 644 was the winner last year. So, you know, those 6.5 right here, that's a good shot on this track.
Well, that's currently second place, 4 points when they're down 2.5. But we got plenty of good pump teams to go.
Yes, we do. And here comes the Baldwin Tomcats.
I mean, a 6.5 has taken
And there's
second
69
place
GMC 3500.
so many times in the past 10 years. A 6.5 is getting you 4 points. So
Here we
it looks
go.
like a good pump day, boys.
Oh, they're really taking
They
their
are
time. with
waiting.
that.
Oh, we had a
somebody fell
tumble off the
back.
back. Somebody fell off the back.
And there's holes on the ground.
And they didn't get
They're
to the line.
set on a line. They got overtime.
Overtime.
Not getting
That was
the pressure they need out of that
No.
pump hole. It just wasn't even reaching the target.
That didn't look good from the beginning, but
Yeah, the 69 GMC needs a new pump.
Tell you what, guys, you talk about last week at CI
Here we go.
having 5 5s, right? The 5th time in the history of the sport
605
to
nothing.
show 5 5s in motor pump. We might get 5 6.5s today. Right? Is that comparable? Do you think about
it
that?
probably is.
We got 2 of them already.
No time.
You got North Belmore could probably run that
Number
number.
10. The North Belmore.
And obviously, you still got your West Sables, your Islip, your North
And
Lindsay
East
in the
Islip,
back.
East Islip had a heavy
Hagerman,
shot
the
last
record
week.
holder.
Hagerman, you might get 5 teams running 6.5 today at the Hempstead Invite, which would be pretty damn
I'm
good.
going to pick Hagerman to run under that. That pump just freaking annihilates it.
Yeah, it does throw it out there. Now, did I just hear a no time for?
Yeah.
Yeah, no
What
time.
was the?
I didn't hear why.
Yeah, I was talking over it.
So here comes North Belmore. North Belmore's been stuck on 7 for a couple races here. Still within the grasp of the top 5 for the day after coming top 5 at Central Islip.
Yeah, same sort of day they had last week. Messed up a couple events in a row. Then they come out and motor pump with a 590 for a 4-pointer.
Yep, and then hit buckets pretty well.
And buckets for a 3 that almost 200s faster, and that puts West Sable in the tie if they caught North.
Yeah.
Lindsay. That was a good end of the tournament. I mean, North Belmore did all they could to help West Sable win.
Oh,
that
right,
thing.
What's up?
That tweener there with a 590, it was a good shot.
So, guys, you ready for this stat? And then we'll get to North Belmore shot. The fastest time ever to go 5th place at the Hempstead Invite. And again, thanks to Adam Kaline for the stat file.
Adam K's the
Yellow
best.
Hornets 6:51, 5th place at the 08 Invite. Other than that, it's 6 9s and 7s.
Wow.
So we could be seeing
Wow.
a historical type of a motor pump day.
We literally, when
brewing
we
for
would
the
come
Hempstead
here and
Invite.
want to
Yeah.
run a 670 or under. That
Yeah.
was our goal.
All right, Pat Ryan and Clapping on the hydrant side. Artie White up top.
Good
Here we
speed
go.
coming in. Boy, they get off reckless.
Oh, good hit.
He hits it. Now he's got to put it on the
He's at the
flap. He's got it out there. Oh, the water taking a long time to get there, and it's just not getting to the target. I don't think
Almost
he's in
like there's a
pump.
kink. Yeah,
Overtime.
that was weird.
I don't think he's in pump
It's
either.
not in
Yeah,
pump.
Paul, the water barely spit out of the nozzle at first, and then it just never made it to the
You
target.
could see it just never go through the truck.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he's
so
in
I guess
pump.
it would just be hydrant pressure the whole time.
I don't know
right?
how they turn the pump on, but there's no person in the truck, so looks like they just missed the pump.
Number 11.
Too bad. That was a good-looking
I
shot.
know, man. That's a tough miss right there, man. We're talking about having a historical pump day with them on the
Wow.
line. I was excited.
161 on the stick, so they're
Yeah.
there. I mean, that's what you're looking for.
Great hookup.
North Belmore in 2 weeks will look to place top 5 in the state drill for the first time in their history since 1969.
Yeah.
They win it in 68. They go 5th place overall in 69.
69.
They have not placed top 5 since then. They'll be a team to keep our eye on in 2 weeks' time.
At the home track.
Yeah.
It was a year between 1968 and 1970. Twan, no? Twan, no?
I don't, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Say it again.
Greatest SNL skit of all time.
Say it again.
Well, in my opinion.
Well, say the line again.
It was what year was it? It was between 1968 and 19. I can't do it again. I'm telling you guys to do it again.
Do it a third time. Can you do it a third time?
Slow it down a little.
Can you do it? What sketches?
Can you do it
So you guys
backwards?
be
It's the,
quiet. Let Juan do the play-by-play.
The old Italian cork soakers family.
Oh, the cork
Soakers. Oh.
What are you talking about, Murphy?
My grandfather
been
was
a soaking corks.
He was the greatest cork soaker of all time, man.
Yes,
My
we've been,
sister was a good cork soaker.
Yeah.
I've been soaking corks
Famous.
for years.
I've seen her number on the bathroom
All right,
stalls.
stop. Enough. I immediately regret this.
I know. You brought it on.
And
You're all
for,
about banking down the
for all you
people.
people at home with kids, put on SNL and put in cork soakers, and you'll see where we're coming from.
CORK.
Right.
Here we go.
Oh.
Okay.
And that drop is.
Frog's got the try now. Here we go.
Guys, it's hot. All right.
It's
We're
getting
trying
hotter.
listen, ladies and gents, we're
All
trying
right.
to give you a good tournament here.
These are going to be twice baked cookies up here in a second.
Twice baked. Coral plays frogs.
Ooh. Nice breeze right there. Here we
Yeah,
go.
that was
Frog's coming in. Little speed. Shoes. Oh, short bounces off.
I'll translate. That's a miss at the hydrant.
Yeah.
Came in with authority, but
Yeah.
it was all or nothing, and unfortunately it was nothing. And he goes high, goes low, and misses everything.
Overtime for
That's how it is a motor pump. You got it all or nothing.
From the greatest Hempstead Invite pump day ever to 3 overtimes in a row.
It's in free fall.
If you went based on the stick times, you might be okay. That was a 164.
We had overtime. It became an overtime, so now
I
it's
still
a knot.
think maybe a 6-5 gets fourth or fifth place today, man, with the teams that are still left after Westbury and CI already putting them up.
The way he missed it, he was a cork soaker right there.
Yeah, he
He
was.
got his cork soaked.
Hey, believe it or not, now we got the Belmore. This truck can actually pump.
You better be careful, Paul. You want to broadcast the state, you better be careful.
Oh, Jesus. That's right. I'll get banished.
The leftists will get you. Don't go in the water, or the insects will get you.
I remember that one time at band camp.
That could be the biggest wash behind the hydrant I've seen in a long time.
That's a good one. That's even
They're moving a lot of water.
They better get more than some brooms out. Look at the size of them Brussels brooms. Those are some giant bristles on those
We
things.
run in the rain. Leave it. Let's go.
You know JoJo's saying the same exact thing right now. Good old
He
angry
gave it one
JoJo.
shot and said, "That's it.
We're
I'm done."
going. It's gonna bet you it's a little slicker.
Oh,
Get rid of
Belmore
it.
turning the lights on, loading the pump. I see what's going on down there.
Rid of the standing water, which is what they did.
The
although-
frogs need those lights. Green, white, green, white.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's fancy.
Oh yeah.
Paul, did I hear you talking about frog pox during efficiency? You said monkey
Monkeypox.
pox. Oh, I thought it was
Frog
frog pox during their run.
That's
Here we
got to be
go.
something different.
That's a thing.
Podolsky brings him in.
There he is.
All right.
He attacks
Bryce,
it,
good hit on the hydrant.
and he gets
Good
out a
line.
little bit over the top, over the line.
Target shot.
Oh, he's taking a while to get that.
We're not
Just
in-
ain't
I don't
getting
think he's
there.
in pump either.
I don't think so.
He's not in pump.
He's shaking his head in the driver's seat.
Overtime.
Oh, Danny
Belmore.
Schmidt, feel bad for you, buddy. You out there, you're ready.
This is the land of OT we're in right now. Holy cow.
If the pump was as good as the lights in the grill, they'd be in first.
6 overtimes and 4 times. 7 overtimes and 3 and 5 times.
And a 925.
But still potentially the best pump day in Hempstead.
Yeah, it's on its way.
Number
Keep hoping, Twan. Keep hoping.
All right, here comes the snails.
It's hard to run pump here, guys. or so they say.
You got to put it in pump.
Psyched
yeah,
him out.
that'd be a good step. Lindenhurst Snails, this has been their most consistent contest.
Yep.
They've scored in every event, every tournament they've gone to this year in motor pump. 666.
Well, we're 5 points right
well,
here.
one of them was with a 7 at the Hunter,
All right, so Billy,
but a 592 at CI last week. Go ahead.
Billy, you and I talk about Christian Brody all the time on the hydrant.
Oh, here it is.
Whether we talk about it on the air or we talk about it off the air with Christian, how he has not missed. And he keeps
Oh.
thinking at some point we're going to jinx him, but he just continues to get it done.
Every time. And
Scoop. That's
he
his
looked a little
style.
beat up after CO's there, didn't he? He had a little
He did. He
limp
did.
there, but look at him right now. He's looking forward to this one.
But I was thinking of Twan earlier when he thought he was jinxing his team, and we've talked about this guy Twan
Yeah.
for at least a half a year, probably
he-
6 or 7 tournaments. Been all over it.
He doesn't
consistent.
care. He's also a big Al Toon fan. That's why he's number 88 on his back.
Nice.
Coon. That's way where's 88? No way.
Yeah, they look like twins.
Is that true?
Yeah.
How old is this guy?
Toon.
There's no way he was watching out.
That's the old
He
Jeff.
also he shares
Jeff
my
Vance
birthday.
from the 80s, man.
He's an August 4th guy,
Is
just
he
like
really?
me. Me, him, and Obama have the same day.
Nice. August 4th,
Jesus.
1945.
So, folks,
Too
if
bad
you're at
Obama
home,
sucks
Talk
so
about
bad.
monkeypox.
Otherwise, I'd have a holiday on my birthday if
So-
Obama was better.
folks,
Yeah.
if you're at home and you're dilly-dally and getting over close to the screen, this is usually a show in the
Yeah, it
Run
is.
pump, especially at the high.
Expect to see a rooster tail coming out of that truck and then just have it disappear.
Cork Soakers Day.
5 points on the day for the Snails.
August,
We're going to
August
get back in
4th,
the mix here.
the day of
Alright.
Cork Soakers.
That's right.
I enjoy this every time.
It's
We're
a
a big fan
show.
of the Western grip, too.
Here we go. He's on. Hey!
One more time.
Don't tell me I can't do it.
So shot. Oh! He hits it on the first drop.
He does.
7:15.
I got 22.
Forever for that water to get
hits
there,
it
though.
on the first drop and doesn't know it because the spray goes above it. He can't see it.
7:05.
7:05.
7:05. That water just took forever.
Just beats North Merrick 7:06 for third.
Didn't seem like that truck was pumping either.
No.
I think he got on it too soon,
I
maybe.
think he had cavitation
You
going on.
gotta, I mean, like we always felt on this track, you got to wait, and then get on it.
I agree with you.
I agree too, guys. We don't like to use big words, but cavitation is the word here. 150 open. He scoops once again, but 547 water out.
Yeah, you got to let the water get in there before you're going to pump it right there.
But isn't that something that people know at this point?
You would think.
Right? So, I mean, why
Yeah.
the past 3-4 teams are we seeing otherwise?
7:05,
Right.
third place right now.
Well, those teams you couldn't even get in pump.
Well,
He gets
that's
it in
true.
pump.
That's true.
But he just pumps too soon. And then the water, when that happens, it just can't get to the target.
Hey, Pie Callahan
And luckily,
running the back step down there, looking good.
luckily he hits it with the first drop because he goes high after that.
He had no other water near that target, Paul. I agree. That first drop caught it, and then he was way off.
6:54 Westbury, North Park. 6:59, 7:05, 7:06.
Guys, you mentioned doing
Number 6.
about 4 flat through from stick to water out, and that's basically the standard. If you can improve better than that here at this track, you're better off. I know the Central Islip ran about 520, and that was also on a 145 stick. So you're talking about, 3 3/4 maybe, right?
Miller
So-
place.
Here comes Latiza. Justin Lamb turn it on.
Good speed coming in.
A lot of speed.
Sticks it.
Sticks down.
Stop pumping.
He really went.
Yeah, he
Stick's
waited.
only halfway.
Let's see what we get.
Stick's halfway. He's playing with it. Put the stick down.
Why?
He still doesn't have it down.
Did you see that?
Yes.
He was holding it in his hand.
He literally is holding the stick up.
I think the fix is in.
I'm baffled.
What was that?
I'm completely baffled.
Someone had him in the fantasy pool, I think.
I guess so. For last
Wow.
place.
Miller Place goes
169 when he sort of put it down.
That's a
That was
scratch.
weird.
couple of head scratches today.
He was definitely a tricep turn on, guys. That's the problem.
Between that and the adapter before, there's a couple of head scratches today.
He's standing there looking at the race with it halfway down.
I've
And
never
then-
seen
and
that.
It
then when
seemed
they
like he
turned
pulled it up a little.
And then they took it off the hydrant. He threw it all the way down.
All right, here's your host story
You
here.
want the water? No, you don't. You want the water? No, you don't.
South Hempstead with the yellow rascal, Hempstead yellow Hornet truck.
Oh, my Lord.
They are not.
What year is this
Watch
truck,
that
Mom?
video.
What?
Gonna be happy.
What year is this truck, Twan, you know?
It's a 1986 Chevy, I believe.
Okay.
I have no idea.
That's all right.
Don't ask me.
That's a better.
Vinny gave me a whole
It's a 19. I have no idea.
Don't ask me
truck
questions
stuff here.
like that.
I know, I don't have any, but
I don't give a shit.
It's a 19
sends
Chevy.
me all the
I
stuff about
think
these
it's I
trucks.
think it's an 86-ish
86-ish. What, Ford?
Chevy. Just get me in the ground at 250, okay?
It's a good looking
Enough of
Dodge.
this already.
I'll be in the ground by 53.
The Dodge was the old one.
I'll get my 30 years in the firehouse, and then you guys can bury me.
6:48 for
Right.
Central Ice. 6:48 for the Rascals last week. The second fastest time in history of Motor Pump to get 9th place.
Wow.
You're
All right,
welcome.
so Twan home,
6:48 for 9th place.
Put that on the side of your truck.
Imagine that, right?
Twan home track.
Yeah.
654 is first place. What are they gonna do?
You better stick with they're going to blow it.
Okay, so,
Yeah, curse them.
so Vinny Tires, our nozzle man, it's going to come down to him, see if he can hit the target.
There we go.
You know, Mikey's lighting it up.
All right, here we go.
Kiss
A
it
lot of
back.
speed.
All right, so far you're right.
They wait to pump. He's on the road.
Come on, Vin.
Shot.
There's one right there for the Rascals. That's going to be a good rebound
Yeah.
after that efficiency debacle.
6-7 range.
6.61.
6'6", just
third.
outside.
5. Good shot right there for the Hornet.
Now,
Rascals.
now you talk about your monkey wrenches.
Oh,
maybe,
Rascals, are they Hornets?
Maybe.
Where's that one, Paul?
Maybe,
What?
maybe.
Are they Rascals or are they Hornets?
That's all Hornets.
What are you talking about?
If it was the termites, it's got to be the Hornets.
If they break a team record right now, I don't think it should count.
No. Southampton actually ran that 6'10 at.
Oh yeah, no.
Remember
Their
that?
team, their team record's pretty good.
And that
Yeah.
got nothing.
And they leave the Hydra Man to run down the track. Look, they didn't even
Yeah.
let him on the truck.
Mikey Spats, another 4 for 4 day for Mr. Spats.
Yeah, good rebound from early in the season for him.
171 stick, 5'4" water out.
Hometown
Good
crowd,
looking
give him a little
6'6".
cheers.
You know, Mikey's, he had a rough start to the season. He's got his knees back to where they need to be, almost, I guess. But 4 for 4 now. 4 hits on the hydrant. BC hose, efficiency, and
On
motor pump
fire.
now in back-to-back drills. So
But
he's in a groove.
Twan, it seemed to me that they did the thing everybody talks about. They waited that split second to pump.
Yeah.
So they didn't cavitate. Obviously, they know the track.
Yeah.
Paid off for them.
And it did. Third place shot at the moment,
All right.
661.
Big shot here for West Sable coming up. 11 points on the day. We know how good they are in these last 2 contests.
Down 8 to the leader, 19 for Islip. They're coming up next.
Leader on board behind them. So the backpack still packing some punch even this
I
irregular.
agree with you. It really is.
Regular draw.
654, 659, 661, 705, 706 now. So it's really come down.
And if
Okay.
And we might end up with 5-6s here.
That's what I'm saying.
We got some players in that lineup
That's
down
what
there.
I'm saying.
Usually we want 5.5s, but that's okay.
Well, here, that's why I was making
I
the
get
connection
it, I get
before.
it.
I'm wondering, like, what is the number? 6.5s? Is that comparable to
6.5
5.5?
would be the answer, yeah.
I think so. I think it's close. Maybe 6.6 in there for a 6.0 at a CI.
Okay, West Sable's
Anyway.
got the track. Here they come. Deliberate speed. And they're in. Sticks down. Joey
What?
Quenzer up top. Oh. And they go high. Now,
Just, oh, he's
now they're
still-
trying to shoot us.
Stayed high all the way, guys. High all the way.
Yep. Left to right, but always above the flap. So weird. I don't know if he's a guy that lifts, or is he a guy that pins, or he's
I
in the
think
wrong
he
spot?
lifts. Judge him by the way that stream when he lifts. 169 open, 530 water out. Potential for a 6.5 to be right there with the leaders.
All right, Islip
Oh, yeah.
basically, well, let's see. So right now, CI would have 4. They would go to 3 to 19.5. So if Islip beats the 654, they're the winners of this drill.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Look at that.
No
Quandary.
disrespect to Islip, but
There's a
I want it to come
quandary.
down to buckets. So
All right, so West Sable, Now,
Wait.
this precursor for next week, it's going to be the same type of motor pump contest next week.
Yeah.
They would get 3. They'd go to 19.5. So if they
Oh, that's what I'm
Yeah.
not doing. I'm not
Right.
taking away the point that they currently
if they
have.
go to
Yeah.
4
Yeah, they go to
24 to
24.
19.5. So if they beat the 654, the drill's over.
Yeah. by half point.
Yeah. Look at that. So here we go. The tournament here
On the line.
could be decided right now. Islip runs a 653 or faster. That'll give them a potential
And you talked about this
It's so
earlier.
hot. I bet some teams don't even run.
Either Islip, yeah, right? Either Islip goes for it, or they're every time. And you're right, Billy. I mean, they're hitting 5, 5, 5, 4. So when they're hitting.
All right, we got Kennedy and Leggio on the intake side.
Islip Wolves have not scored in motor pump since the Selden invite.
Which is just
Wow.
crazy
Imagine
because
that.
they are
Yeah.
it's outside of the state last year.
Oh my God.
They were the pump masters.
643 last week on a half a stick.
Unbelievable when you talk about that state drill last year. It was Islip and North Lindy all year long,
Well,
all
we-
day long that day, and all year long in pump, and they both missing
Yeah,
pump.
it's crazy.
It was unreal.
And you look at the lineup for this year's state. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure it's going to be posted. We talked about it earlier. It'll probably be up on the website tomorrow. But going to be
19
quite an
separate.
ending.
Yep.
All right. Watson's bringing them in. Here comes the run. Good speed.
Smasher's going to have to smash it right here. Let's see if they can get water in. He gets it.
Oh, Leggio.
Smasher's got it out, puts it in the street. Yeah, hey,
Good
just
job for Islip.
doesn't crush it.
Tickled.
just dropped it on the
And
flap.
he's lucky he had enough of
It's
the
right
water
around
to knock
7
it up.
flat. Might be third or fourth.
Point one.
Fourth?
That's fourth.
1.
681, so it's going to go down to buckets.
Yeah, and now what that does, that South Hempstead shot becomes a tweener in favor of the Central Islip Hobos. Right?
Yep.
So 157 open, 509 water out. Dropped it on there decent, but not the first water.
And Rodden's been a bit, player here with Westbury for years. He knows how to run this track as well as anybody. Just didn't get it.
Here comes Hicksville. So now we're down to 705, fifth place, Lindenhurst. The North Merrick 706 goes by the wayside.
All right, Hicksville on the line here. This will be interesting. They haven't run this one very well in a while. Sure, they'd be happy just to hook it up. Something without letters would be good for them.
So the Central Islip Hobos, they're going to be looking at attempting to win their 5th overall Hempstead Invitational Championship, which would put them in a tie with the Patchogue 40 Thieves for 4th most at this tournament.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Islip Wolves looking for their 3rd overall win, which would tie them with the St. James Wildcats for 8th on the all-time win list at the Hempstead Invite. North Lindy, of course, leads that with 14 overall victories. Hempstead Yellow Hornets 10, West Sayville 9, Patchogue 5, Rough Riders, Flukes, Hobos 4, and the Wildcats with 3. That's the all-time.
I remember those
leaders.
guys.
Yeah.
Blue and white, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The all-time win leaders
the
at the
Crazy
Hempstead
Cats?
Invite. That's it.
All right, Hicks ready.
All right. Big hand in the man. Look at that guy. That guy's tall.
Doing it with authority, right, Bill?
Yeah. Danny Rico, let's see if he can put some order in the truck.
Yeah, and another shot that we've seen by Hicksville with a slow
Kelly puts
approach.
a stick down.
Nozzle man goes
Oh, the
down.
nozzle man
goes
goes
down
down.
hard.
No.
Good job by the driver.
And he went down hard. That hurts right on his shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
they're gonna
That-
abort this. They're gonna
I've seen a
abort
couple
this
people go
run.
down like that today. Between that fall
Yep.
there and Johnny Poirot
At
and
the-
B. Hose,
yeah.
man, that was a hard fall before.
I'm
Those are
guessing that's a step on the hose, Paul. I mean, he just
don't know. I
he
stepped
went
on it
down
myself, right?
hard.
What was the assessment on John and B. Hose before? Was it the
Somebody
same
sent me a
deal?
video.
Did he step on the
Just
hose?
went down.
He just fell. Gotcha.
Track monster guy.
Yeah,
So-
man, no, they both went down kind of hard. Hope they're
Good
doing all right.
job by driver Bobby Lang right there to see everything, stop pumping, and not make things worse.
Up to the light, number 22, the West Hempstead Westerner.
177 on the open.
Yeah,
for
that's
Hicksville.
one of those where a beer is going to make it feel better later, but
Yeah.
tomorrow morning it's going to suck.
Yeah.
A couple muscles you don't realize you have get all.
That was too bad.
Fucked up.
Nice hookup on the hydrant there for the young guys. Zach DeFranzo, hope you're okay off that little tumble there.
You know, Paul, I said that to Chris Connell earlier, to just checking on him, see if he was okay after his tumble. And he
Chris
said,
went
yeah, he's
down, too?
okay. He showed me a little tiny raspberry on his elbow. I'm like, you know you're going to feel this tomorrow or maybe 2 days later. No, I'm good. I said, okay.
Wait, you
You'll see.
We need to jump in the shower later on. That's when
Nah, it wasn't even that bad. But as you get older, doesn't hurt more until, I don't know. I always thought 2 days after.
Rubber
Really felt it.
tub, 2 men in a tub.
West
I don't know
Hempstead
what
on-
you did, Paul, to make yourself feel better.
You guys
but
go to Chaminade?
I never worked it that way.
It's a Chaminade song, right?
West Hempstead on the line with 8 points here. They've been running some good pump at this tournament over the past couple of years. 652 last year for second
Oh,
place.
they'll be first right
And then
now.
they put it in the 6-4s a couple years back prior
So-
to that. And I feel like there was another big one, maybe at a Hunter. I don't recall the exact
Well,
time.
they're
off the top of
sitting
my
here
head
with
right
8
now.
points, so that would be a big points to get them into
All
the
right.
top 5. I'd say if they can nail it right here. Here they are at the hydrant. I don't know if they got a lot of speed. Gets off a little early, but they got water in the
catches some
truck.
water.
Oh, he doesn't have the nozzle right. It's all crooked under him.
Saw that.
Oh, and he loses it, but he hits
Hits
it.
the target.
Yeah, they did not have that nozzle secured.
No, he wasn't set
Ooh.
in his normal way, Paul. Somehow he straightened it a little to get that first burst, but his body weight wasn't set on it the right way.
Line for West Hempstead, 7.1.
Is that Shauna out there? It's like Shauna took a little shot for that nozzle.
Yeah,
She took the brunt of that one, I think.
I'll tell you what, they had that little kink under them where, that water comes through. It just wreaks havoc.
Number 23, the North Lindenhurst.
And also, Paul, you know, if your body's not just set over that, right? If you're extended and stretched out,
Yeah.
Your 180, 200, whatever you are, pounds are not centralized over where they need to be, and the guys behind you probably aren't in the right spot either because your body's not. That's
But
exactly
I
what
used to
happened
be,
there.
if I got that little kink under me, I would extend my arms a little bit just to get rid of the kink.
Ideally, if you could see it.
Right. Well, you can feel it.
It looks like Craig Hayes and Nozzleman's okay, and that's important for them moving forward. We'll see the
I mean,
Westerners back.
in my opinion,
right.
ideally, you want that nozzle man in whatever size he is, right over the nozzle and the coupling, the 2 or 3 guys behind him stretched out within a few feet of him, stretched out all the way out on the hose.
Well,
that was not the case there.
That's kind of the job of the last guy carrying that loop off the back of the truck, the guy right behind the nozzle man.
And then-
He has to see that to pull it back.
Exactly.
All right.
So key.
Piston knockers on the line here. We saw Vinny back in action last week, and he crushed it with a 593.
Well, 705 right now, currently fifth. 654 is first. Knocker 7.5, not the day they were dreaming of on their way here. But let's see if they can finish it strong.
All right.
Outside the capability of the win.
North Lindenhurst putting in the 6.2s and 6.3s at the 18 and 19 invite here in this contest. So they've run heavy numbers here, and that's heavy.
Good stick on the hydrant.
Up at the top.
Vinny
It's in the
gets way
street,
out.
way up the street. Just a little high.
Tickles it.
He's got to be a good 10 to 12 feet over the line. This is going to be a low 7. 116, 159 on the stick, 159.
6.98.
All right, so
698.
they sneak in the 6s.
Good enough for fifth. We have 5 teams in the 6s right now. And we have the best pump team
the
on the track up
Pump
next.
champs on the line.
The Westbury Turtles holding down first place right now in this contest. The last time the Westbury Turtles win motor pump at the Hempstead Invite, you got to go back to 1978. They run a 6:82 to win the contest. Haven't won motor pump since.
Yeah.
Could be seeing a little bit more of 44 years ago, right?
That's a little while
right
there.
now.
Yeah, they had some good teams back in the 70s back then, that's for sure.
Yeah,
In
winning.
fact, that's the only time they won the invite was back in 77 or
76. They win the invite. Yep, they ran a good pump
Termites?
shot that day too.
The Termites?
No, that's the.
North Lindy pushing their beat truck off the track here. That pretty much sums up their day.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
7.5 points, 1 point maybe.
It sums
here.
up a lot of teams' days right there.
You're right about that.
So
Hey, just a little birdie whispering to me, we might have a water protest, which is very rare in motor pump, but that's what I'm hearing. North Lindy pushes their truck off in a team effort.
Really? We got to go there?
I'm telling you what I heard. It's not official. That's the whispers.
I mean, and so what's the evidence for it, right? We were at 465
I got whispers for you.
earlier in the day, and then it went to 470.
Yeah.
We all have sources, Paul, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens with that. Either way, we're going to see some history in the motor pump
All right.
contest. Either Westbury's going to win the contest for the first time ever since, for the first time
Or
since
Hagerman will.
1978, or Hagerman will win it for the first time in their history.
The
at
pump
the
record
Hempstead
holders
Invite.
right here. Here they are, your Hagerman Gamblers on the line.
Should be fun.
Oh, misses the
miss.
hydrant. And he's pumping out the side, but he's got nothing to pump.
Yeah, they was slipping and skating down here at the nozzle. Hopefully they would have been for it if it got there, but it did not. So
If they're going to protest, they better hurry up.
Time for Hagerman.
Okay,
Westbury's going to tackle
But now,
anybody
if they,
protesting.
now this is interesting. If they do a water protest, Hagerman didn't finish the contest. They gave him a no time. They didn't give him an overtime.
Yeah,
That's an interesting thing to think
Ooh.
about.
right.
And the other thing I was thinking about, Hicksville before got an overtime when they kind of
I
gave
agree
up
with
on
you.
the shot,
I
and
agree.
they, that might should have been a no time. So if
I always
we do
like that,
rerun it,
yeah,
right? That's still the
right.
rule, right, Paulie? Like
Yeah.
if you don't complete the contest, you don't
You
get
don't
the
get a rerun.
So
Well,
that's-
in hoses, it depends on the situation because of the water in B&C hose.
Right.
If you miss at the nozzle and it's too fast,
yeah.
then that's the fault of the water. So you'd get a rerun or something. It's weird how it works
Yeah.
out. But that could be just for overtime, actually.
Right.
But no time, I'm pretty sure it's cut and dry.
Okay.
But whatever they're going to do, they better hurry
Well, we're
because
going to hear it now. We're going to see if there is a protest or not. We're trying to hear what's being said in the walkie-talkie. It does look like a lot of teams are walking onto the track with their buckets.
there is.
Well, there's got to be a protest. So
And it looks like we're getting the official word, the unofficial official word, that there will be a water protest.
I
It
don't
has
see
not-
anybody at the timing truck right now.
We're talking about Chris Perry just said that there
I
will
s-
be one. Again, this is, we're just
see
kinda
guys-
talking up here, so nothing's been made official yet, so just to clear that up.
The officials have a tent down here. I just saw somebody grabbing a clipboard. Maybe that's it might be North America. Might be North America is my guess. See them with a clipboard and paperwork.
yeah, so the word on the street is could be the Rinky Dinks wanting to put this protest
All
in.
right, maybe it's the Dinks.
Well, the Rinky Dinks went overtime, and I don't recall their shot. Was there a miss? I mean, not that
The water never got to the
is
target.
that right? Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be the Dinks guys.
And
You're
that's
right.
when we had 3 teams in a row, and
Yeah.
we were saying they weren't putting it into pump, or maybe they were, and the water was
Right, it looked like it looked like Mike didn't put it in pump in the truck. The water never got out
It's
the
hard for
nozzle.
us to tell up here
Right.
if
Yeah, we can't see inside the
right,
truck.
Well, we're not even close.
But there was nothing came out the tip.
But so we speculate a lot up here about
Right.
what might have went wrong.
Your attention, please. A protest has been lodged by the North Belmore Rinky Dinks and Motor Pump.
Never easy, Juan.
Rule 3.08D. Water is not intolerance.
It's never easy, Juan. You know that?
Committee, local committee,
Tell ya.
the track, please.
All right, so depending on how many people are up for the local committee, I might have to go run down there and give a hand, but we shall see. But regardless, there's going to be a water protest.
Sure, a bunch of turtles will give him a hand. I'm sure of that.
And now, just remind me, the announced time was 470. Is that
470,
the official
yep.
time? No? Did it change? They kept it 465.
It has to be where it was, 66.
Okay.
Right.
So they can go to 76, I believe. I'll go down.
So it can go a tenth slower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure about that? I know it's
No.
it's changed so much. It's
know.
at 15. I know Chris Murphy, you're listening, and just make sure we got that accurately. As it stands right now, Westbury 6:54 is going to get their first points of the day. Depending on what happens with this water protest. 6:59 by the Hobos is second.
Your cousin's going to hurt somebody.
6:61 South Hempstead's third. I know he's been out there all day.
Local committee, general judges, rules committee,
I might have put down a
track,
note.
please.
I might feel his wrath later.
I think this is it for me, fellas. Enjoy the rest of the day. Hope it's a great ending.
All right, Paul, way
And
ahead of it.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
I'll see you at the state drill.
Yeah, man, we'll see you
See
in 2
you
weeks,
in
brother.
a couple weeks.
Good job
yeah.
today.
Thanks a lot. Careful getting home. It's a hot one. Like 7 inches from the midday sun.
Billy, you and Lenny got this here for you?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Go
do
do what you got to do.
Yeah, I think we can handle it.
There's not too many people down there. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Lenny down on the
Keep it
track,
real
getting a
close.
close up.
Yeah, I'll give you the updates as I get them.
Want to stick around for this? Might as well, right?
I don't
Or a little
know.
commercial.
It might take a little while. Why don't you give them a quick commercial? They got to wet the
Yeah.
hose and do what they got to do, and then we'll come back.
All right, let's go to commercial quick. We'll come back for the results of Motor Pump and get ready for buckets.
With over 30 years of service in the fire industry, High Tech Fire and Safety continues to be a proud sponsor of the New York State Fire Department drill teams. High Tech has been honored to serve as master distributor for Morning Pride products, including state-of-the-art bunker gear, USAR gear, EMS gear, helmets, gloves, hoods, and boots. In addition to Morning Pride gear by Honeywell, High Tech also provides quality products including Genesis extrication equipment, CMC rescue products, and Mercedes hose, providing your fire department with the highest level of support and service for all of your personal protection equipment needs. For a personalized demo or to speak to a certified sales specialist, call 631-777-5170 or visit hightechfireny.com. The instantaneous on-scene electronic personnel accountability system used by the FDNY and many other fire departments nationwide is now available from Systems Definition Incorporated or your local Motorola dealer. SDI is a well-known software application developer for FDNY and is the company behind this game-changing technology. SDI has paired with New York State fire departments, including Central Islip, to solve the challenge of accounting for members who respond after the tones go off. Keep track of your members at your next big incident with a proven solution designed with the New York State Volunteer Fire Department in mind. For more information, visit systemsdefinition.com. H2M Architects and Engineers is a full-service consulting and design firm with a dedicated team that has over 200 years of combined experience serving the emergency services industry. No one understands the needs of first responders better than fellow service members, and H2M is proud to count several of their own staff among them. Whether it's a rehabilitation project or new construction, each design considers the responder's workflow, enabling safer operations and faster response times when it matters most. H2M is proud of their long history of client service and consistent ability to meet architectural, engineering, and environmental challenges head-on while offering a practical approach with creative results. Remember, quality response deserves quality design. For more information, please visit www.h2m.com. Coastal Fire Systems is the official SCBA dealer for New York State drill teams. Scott air packs, cylinders, RIT packs, refill compressor systems, gas detectors, ProTech and Dragon fire gloves, as well as the future in thermal imaging technology. Coastal is also a one-stop dealer for Petzl, Scott, CMC, and Colorado bailout systems, along with professional training to keep your members sharp and meet New York State requirements. For more information, check them out at www.coastalfiresystems.com. Integrated Wireless Technologies is proud to be the exclusive Motorola dealer for New York State Fire Department drill teams. IWT offers the full line of Motorola products to fire departments, as well as David Clark headsets and sound-off signal emergency lights. IWT is your one-stop shop for custom-engineered radio solutions, licensing assistance, dispatch solutions, and top-notch reliable service with fully insured technicians. Start off for your next radio upgrade with IWT. Check out their website at www.goiwt.com. Fire Rescue Systems has been in the fire industry for over 20 years and is proud to show their support for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Serving the NY area with a complete software solution for emergency service entities, FRS software is efficient and easy to use, making it ideal for emergency situations. With a wide array of fine-tuned and tested modules, FRS provides a modular-based system to fit every department's needs, regardless of size. For more information, please visit www.firerescuesystems.com or call 631-234-1304. Since 1886, New York State Fire Department drill team competition has helped generations of volunteer firefighters develop teamwork, pride, and efficiency, and our sport is ready now to grow stronger than ever. Fans, we need your help to get the word out and continue to grow our audience. Whether you want to watch the drill live or get your drill team fix during the week, head to NYSFD Drill Teams on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and hit those like, follow, join, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, fans, for your passion and your dedication to New York State Fire Department drill teams. Adept Technology Consulting is proud to be joining the drill team family as the exclusive IT professionals for New York State Fire Department drill teams. Adept delivers computer and technology support to fire departments, EMS agencies, businesses, villages, and libraries throughout the tri-state area. In addition to computer support and knowledge, Adept also provides IP telephone and camera solutions, as well as a variety of technology assistance packages, all with 24-hour support. No IT problem is too little or too large for Adept. For more information or to speak to an IT professional, call 631-676-1756 or head to adept-techconsulting.com.
How we doing up there, Billy?
The Bill Fox Company has been in business for over 65 years, specializing in custom championship rings, watches, badges, pins, and awards. The Bill Fox Company has crafted championship rings for past state champions, including the Westerners, Flying Dutchmen, Hobos, Wolves, and Yellow Hornets, as well as the Firefighter Combat Challenge competition. Bill Fox Company is the recognized name in recognizing people. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web at www.billfoxco.com. Since 1973, Fire News has been a proud supporter of the time-honored tradition of New York State drill team racing. As they approach 50 years covering the fire service throughout New York and beyond, Fire News is honored to continue as the official publication and online coverage of the New York State drill teams. Look for ongoing coverage in Fire News on firenews.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Billy, you there?
The Titan Group is the trusted name in apparel customization industry as a one-stop shop for all your drill team and department needs. As always, we offer all our in-house services, screen printing, embroidery, sublimation, and graphic design. Take advantage of our custom online ordering system. Simply choose your products, choose your logos, and have your members pay online. All your orders are separated upon delivery. Browse our vendor catalogs at www.titangrouapparel.com and follow us on Instagram at Titan Group Racing. Call us at 631-859-0075 or see Artie Seskine or Devin Robinson on the track. All 8, all day. Gear up, get on. The Titan Group.
Right.
Huge.
654. Great job for the Turtles. 659. Hobos in second place.
Motor Pump. First place, 5 points with the time of 6.54. Number 7, Westbury.
Big cheer for the crowd over
Number
there.
8, Central Islip. Third place, 3 points. Number 17, South Hempstead. Fourth place, 2 points. Number 20, Islip. Fifth place, 1 point. Number 23, North Lindenhurst.
All right.
Yeah, we got you.
Here we go. All right, let's do the All right, so coming down to it, 5 points for Westbury, 4 for Central Islip, 3 for the Rascals, 2 for the Wolves, and 1 for the Knockers. So going into the last contest, coming down to buckets, 21 points for the Wolves in the lead, 20.5 for the Hobos in second place. Then we drop down to 11 for West Sayville, then 8.5 North Lindenhurst, 8 West Hempstead, 7 North Belmore, and then 1, 2, 3 teams with 5s and other numbers below that. So it all comes down to buckets right now, Len. Half a point separating the top two guys. Looking at it right now, we have, just giving you a quick number here. Let's see what CI's got. Let's see what North Lindy's got. North Lindy with a nice 21 a couple weeks ago to put the pressure on West Sayville, who responded with a 20 and a W. So CI on the years got a couple 22s, 3 22s in a row. They had a 23-9 last week.
Okay, everybody get it.
So, Billy, they're clearing things pretty quick. Get ready for the Bucket Brigade.
Sure, that's right.
50 raffle tickets.
Wolves got a couple 22s in a row.
Ready for the winner.
And the money's on the line. Let's see what happens here.
2, 4, 7, 7,
Ooh,
9,
just missed.
2, 4,
How about you, partner?
7, 9. Okay, somebody screaming. Meet reader down by the arch.
Yeah, I hear somebody screaming, and it ain't me.
Yeah, some happy people over there. All right.
I don't even think we were in the virginity.
Nah, we were up by 150. Donnie Wicks down here dipping his head in the pool. They gotta plug the hole in the side of the thingy here, the trough. We used to stick a stock in there on our thing. All right.
Total points going into buckets. Patchogue 2, North Merrick 1, Farmingville 5, Oyster Bay 2, Westbury 5, Central Islip 20 and 1/2, North Belmore 7, Carl Place 1, Lindenhurst 5, Miller Place 3, South Hempstead 3, Westville 11, Islip 21, West Hempstead 8, North Lindenhurst 8.5, Hagerman 2.
All right, so entertaining tournament now towards the end. The half-point separation here. Twan, what do you think down there?
How's everyone doing, man? It's hot and
It
heated
looked
down
hot
there.
down there, man. You seen you working down there.
A lot of emotion and high, man, with that protest is what it is.
Yeah. So looking down here at the trough is leaking out the back.
So let me get my points right here, man. So what do we got? 20 and a half to 19?
21.
Who's got 21?
The Wolves.
Oh, shit. Shoot. Okay. Sorry. Third place, Rascals 3. I'm catching myself up.
Yep.
The Wolves got 2 at a motor pump.
Yeah.
So they go to 21.
Mm-hmm.
Who got 5th in motor pump? North Lindy?
North Lindenhurst.
Okay.
1.
So North Lindy goes to 8.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got 2. All right. So 2, 1. You probably gave the rundown. So here are the storylines. So the battle for first and second is going to be between Central Islip, who has 20.5, and the Islip Wolves, who have 21. And no one can catch them, right?
Oh, no, not at all.
11 points for the Dutchman is third. And then we got 8.5 by North Lindy, 8 by West Hempstead.
Yeah, the race for fifth is fourth and fifth is the real battle right now,
right.
And the race for the lead, obviously.
And you can make third, fourth, and fifth an argument. And then is there any outsiders looking to get in? Farmingville would need a shot. They have only 5 points. The Turtles have 5 points. North Belmore's got 7. North Belmore could look to place top 5 overall. They have to just pass West Hempstead or North Lindy
Snails with 5.
to get in there, right?
And then you got 8 and 8.5 down at the bottom. So there's a lot of racing to be done here.
a lot of racing to be
That's
done.
for sure. And West Sayville, they have 11 right now. They technically could be caught, but we know what they do in the bucket contest. They're just a machine.
I mean, it's almost like you got to think of an automatic 16 total points for them. I mean, that's just kind of how you got to play it
gotta
with the
really
math if you're
think
on
about that.
course. right now. That they've been untouchable in that contest this season.
Sure thing, no doubt about it.
Before we start the contest too, what do you think is like the furthest? Now, Lenny, maybe you can chime in. We talk about like the listeners who are the furthest away.
Representatives up on top of the arch.
And
please,
we've heard of
local
people
committee.
being away. Some people are over in Europe, some people are in Florida, some people, in Minnesota. They chime in.
Oh,
Right? Hey,
this is good.
I'm listening into the Hempstead invite, right? Well, I just got a call. Here's a name for you.
oh, here we go.
Brian Fitzsimons, right? Remember Brian
Brian
Fitzsimons?
Fitzsimons, Baldwin Tomcats, right? Tom's son.
Tomcat, well, Hempstead Flukes for a little bit.
Right.
And then, Yellow Hornet alumni. Chiming in before, I just talked to him on the phone. Tom Fitzsimons, one of the officials here today, had Brian on the phone. He's working as a contractor for the military in Iraq. Listening live.
Hey, all
to the
right.
Hempstead invite.
Thank you for your service, Tom.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah.
Brian, I mean,
Yeah, he's doing contractor work for the military, training a lot of young guys. He's been in the military for quite a long time. Brian, we miss you.
be safe out there, man.
We miss you, Brian. Thanks for your service, my man. And I hope the weather's okay over there in the hot, dry Iraq. It's not much cooler here.
I was going to
today,
say, be safe out there and get home safe, and we'll have a beer when you get back.
Yeah, Brian's a good dude, man.
Okay, here we go. Belmore's going to run out of turn. They're going to be up front. Of course, got to look it up now. The ball breakers on the air. They made a couple good shots last year. Here they come.
Yeah,
And
put
they're
it in
off.
Yep, go ahead, Lenny. You can do play-by-play.
Sure. Ball breakers attack the ladder. Dumper slips on his second rung. Now, the rest of the climbers make their way up, or at least try to. Here comes the first one. And it's in. Now they got a rhythm going. Oop, there's a drop. I like that they're communicating. They're talking to each other during the run. Another miss.
Yeah, you can see that dumper, the way he's grabbing the buckets is a tricep dumper.
Like to see him bend his legs a little more, right, Swan?
Yeah, yep.
Tricep dumper. Always wanted to be a tricep dumper.
Uh-oh.
Overtime.
Joe Simone's up
Overtime,
here.
Belmore. Overtime. Up to the line. Number one. And he'll be done quicker. Patchogue.
What was the time for Belmore there?
Overtime.
OT, okay.
Overtime for the ball breakers.
Guys, all I'm saying is there's nothing worse than buckets in April. There's nothing better than buckets today in August, man. It is
hot. It's
watching
steamy.
people, just the steam coming off of guys after the run is outrageous.
And speaking of steam coming off of guys, we got Joe Simone up here. I guess we couldn't get anyone else for the local committee to dump the barrel.
Yeah, he didn't look happy.
I'm a little scared over here sitting here.
Came up with authority.
I'm here sitting with my
Jojo has
headset
worked his
on.
ass off the whole day, and we've seen him doing it.
Throwing chairs around.
Here I
I
am
mean,
sitting with my headset giving stats to the masses.
I would not want to be part of the track committee
Jojo won't
after
even
this
look at
tournament's
you.
over.
He's so pissed he won't even look at you.
Sitting right next to me now.
Twan, can you ask him if I get a shirt? I'm a large.
Jojo, Chris Murphy wants a large.
Want the 20-year anniversary shirt.
20th
yeah.
anniversary shirt, please.
Yeah.
He's to come to his house and get it.
Comes Patchogue.
It's a PG-rated show, right?
Here we go. LaJara takes the lead. Paris
Patchogue,
behind him.
Good spacing on their approach to the ladder. Ooh, last man almost falls, but does a nice pluck. First one in at
Nice pickup.
10:14.
Here we go.
Oh, we're getting wet.
Now they got the pace going. Nice pace. Little spillage. That's
Really nice job
expected at
dumping them
this
up top.
pace. 11. Oh, they dropped 12. Oh, almost dropped 12. Double
And
clutch.
11.
Double clutch on 12 is really going to hurt them.
Yeah. I'm going to slide over here a little
That's
bit, boys.
too bad.
I think that's a 24.
Yeah. Can we go to the end here? Sorry, bro.
3.83.
So 23.83 with a double clutch, guys, and it was every bit of 12. So Patchogue again showing their colors here in the bucket brigade.
Very easily could have gone off
last
in
year.
11 right there. I mean, they were close.
So the conversation this week on our group chat is about West Sayville and the numbers they've been putting up. They've been putting up 20s and 21s, and with the new barrel, are they, could they have been knocking on the door of that low
So
20?
hard to say.
I
know,
think
right?
it needs to be reset because no one at 19 is untouchable.
Well,
You know what? Anybody that's running 19, they're going to tell you they earned it. And
Oh, you do.
I was lucky enough to do one, Twan. I think you
Yeah.
had some.
Yeah,
CI's had a bunch. And,
Yeah, 4.
I'm still,
but I'm not saying that the barrel is conducive to it happening again. I just don't know.
I just think that you change the time equipment. It affects. Obviously, it affects it a lot. Because we haven't seen a 19 in how long?
It extends the legend of the
2014?
19, right, Twan?
Yeah.
8 years since we've touched a 19.
Quite a few.
It shouldn't be mythical.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
It should be achievable.
And what was my numbers? Chris, what'd you see I run? 3 or 4 here, right? 19s?
4 of them.
Yes. 4, legit.
Come the stump jumpers. 24.59 at the county. 20. Here we go. Not bad, right? It was 20.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on. Nice pluck. Middle guy a little
Nick Morsey
behind, but not
gets there.
terrible. First one in. 978. I like it. Oh, then a delay.
Here we come now.
Now they got it going.
Nice pace going on now. AJ handed every bucket right to Nick. Nick's putting him right in the hole. Getting close.
Nobody counting. They seem to be losing steam. Oh, now they dropped one. Now they dropped the second one or double clutched. Got
12
ugly at
gets
the
it
end.
done. 11 just not enough.
Got ugly at the end.
I hear music. You hearing music? Oh, wait.
North Merrick.
What channel are we on?
0.42. 28-42.
28-32. Run got a little sloppy at the end.
The Farmingville Bandits.
All right, here's Farmingville on the line. They've been really turning up their pace a lot. They've got 22.97, 22.95, 24.19 last week, and they as fast as first buck as anyone on the day, but they just lose so much water on the pace. That,
I don't know about the fastest first bucket, Billy,
Look,
but
it's
their
close.
pace is right there, and if they can just clean it up just a little bit. And there's different ways to go about it in buckets. Do you say go as fast as we can with the pace and we'll clean it up, or go slow and steady and the pace will slowly come around? There's 2 ways to progress in the race, and it all depends on what way you want to tackle it. But at some point, you want to see results.
They're closing it out in end of 13, close to 14, instead of being 11, 12 like the other teams. But that 1-0 pace speaks for itself. All right, here we go.
So there's been 14 19s in the history of buckets, the last one being in 2015 by the Central Islip Hobos, 1973, at this invite.
All right.
So it's been
73.
7 years without a 19.
Wasn't
Lion Bucket Man's
73.
there.
1973.
Here we go. Justin leads the charge up the ladder. Here we go.
All these guys
Swings
are set.
around.
Dom makes the
Good
puck.
first bucket.
941. These buckets look a little cleaner, I got to say.
Looking a lot better than they've been. Definitely working at it. You can see that.
They might have slowed it down an eyelash, Billy. End to 12.
End to 12.
They might have slowed it down just a little bit.
That's
to
a bucket
try
lesson
and
they've taken
make
off. They're going to like this.
I got a low 23.
Fine for Farmingville. 22.86.
86. Very nice. So they
Really
might have
nice
learned
job.
something there.
At second fastest time of the season. That's probably been their most consistent contest. A lot of 22s and 23s in the year.
Sure.
Justin doing a good job as a bicep dumper, getting a bucket in the barrel.
He's one of those buy dumpers.
So again, we're talking to 2 Russos here at the top of the arch, Justin and his brother Sal. They said they slowed up the pace, just what
You
we
could
said,
see it.
Billy. They slowed it up an eyelash, and we're only talking a 10th or 2 per bucket,
Right.
but they did it in 12, and that's a 22.
Justin, a real good job of getting the water into the barrel up here. I mean, last couple tournaments, he's been a little out of control, throwing it off the back, off the front. But really nice job, and it shows. 22 for the
But we talk about
Bandits.
it. We talk about it all the time. Be a student of the game. Learn something. Pay attention. Watch the video. Listen to us for whatever that's worth. But,
Never listen to us.
make adjustments. Don't just keep doing the same old shit. And
Yeah.
excuse me,
Hey, man,
stuff.
hoping for
Sorry
it.
about that.
And, looking statewide this year, there's been 4 shots under a 22 this season, right?
And they're all by Sable, right?
21s and 120. And so a 23
3 by Sables and 1 North Lindy.
Patchogue,
Yeah.
right? And that 22 by the Bandits is, a number that can
All
play.
right, here comes
All
OB.
right. Oyster Bay on the ladder.
Good
Steve O'Neill up the ladder.
First man with the pluck. Here it comes.
Decent pick.
Let's hit
Wrath
it
up top.
10-13.
Nice pace up here for these guys.
It is. It looks clean.
O'Neill doing a nice job putting the barrel in, filling the barrel up. Oh,
Oh, a little struggle in the middle of the ladder there. Oh, now we got a drop by the bottom guy plucking. That's going to set him back.
those first 8 were pretty nice.
It got ugly at the end, too.
Yeah. That's the hard part about this event. You get tired. It's 40 gallon, 40 pounds per bucket, and you got to hoist these things up there. That's a lot of weight. Anyone can throw 2 or 3 up when you got to pump 11, 12 and keep that pace up. It's a strong man's event.
We've talked about it in the past, Twan. You've experienced a little bit. No disrespect, Billy, but when you get a really good bucket team, and the hoister starts the motion, you're not really doesn't feel like you lifted 40, right, Twan? It's a continuation, so
It's not even close.
there's momentum. However that works out physics-wise, I don't know.
Object in
But that
motion
bucket is
stays
moving.
in motion. There you
That bucket is moving. If you keep it moving, like you said, it's not doesn't feel like 40 pounds 12 times like a clean and jerk type of thing. It's a momentum.
You got momentum.
Momentum and adrenaline, baby.
Aren't you a physics teacher?
No.
What's your specialty?
Fourth grade everything.
All right.
Elementary, my dear.
All right, Turtles on the line here. They're looking to. They got a 23 on the year.
Yeah, so back to Farmingville for a quick second. You know, they have 5 points on the day, looking to come down the track. They're positioned in first place in the contest right now. Westbury finds himself in that same position, 5 points on the day, looking to get into that 8-point mark. They would need 3 points or more to do it.
Turtles look confident here.
And
They have a
23-82 to their credit at the Gonolly.
All right.
1, 2,
First
3,
man's on.
4 on. Devin Robinson makes the first pluck.
Turns,
Makes
he
a
locks
little bit
in.
of adjustment.
Top guy with the lock.
972.
Don't see that too much anymore.
They're going to be happy with this. Let's keep it up.
Devin setting a nice pace. Everybody's keeping up. They can do it in 12. They got a chance. Whoa.
Nice job by the Turtles.
How many guys you see locking in at the top?
Only
nowadays?
one, and he's right here.
I know.
This is, I think, a low 24.
Westbury, 24.10, 24-10.
Yeah, good job there. Nice recovery for West. The 29 in Farmingville last week. You know, it's nice when you have all your players on the team. You know, when you don't have them all, it really shows. Tersey brings so many things to the table for the Turtles right there. He locks in on top. He does the slide. Without him, we go back to the Stone Age. All right, here you go.
Yeah, Hobos
one of your
on
team
it.
leaders right now, 20.5 points, down by a half to the Wolves, needing a shot right here. The
Their,
CI Hobos.
Their task is real simple. Beat Islip's shot and hope that your shot takes points. Because
That's
they are
it.
down 1/2, and that's all they really need to do to win this tournament. The Hobos, like I said earlier, they're looking to win the Hempstead Invite for the 5th time in their history, which would put them in a tie with the Patchogue 40 Thieves for the 4th most wins by a team at this invite.
Last 4 times out, they've got 22s and a 23 to the credit. So we know they can get it done. Wolves back there, watching intently as it comes down to the last competition of the day. All right, Hobos got the track.
Hobos will be running second to last at the state
All
drill
right.
in 2 weeks.
And they're off. Rich Arnett up the ladder.
Again, all 4 guys on clean. Nice pluck.
Good
First
pluck.
bucket's going to be a good one. 908.
This bucket competition looking good today. Young Arnett.
A little bit of
Right
lost
in the
water
heart.
between the dumper and the top man on the ladder. Splashing a lot.
I'll tell you what, he
So
was
cool.
clean on
All
every
of
bucket
13.
except 11 and 12. 11 and 12, he dumped out the back, but every other bucket was good in the center of
But
that
it was
barrel.
sloppy between him and the top man on the ladder. That's why it cost him 13.
2.94, 22.94.
Yeah, there you go. There's your 21 if that fills one bucket earlier, guys.
22.94. That's second place right now. So that's the number that Islip has to beat.
What was the other 22? Billy?
86 by the
for Farmingville.
Bandits.
86. Okay.
So that gives the Bandits potentially 9, on the day. Again, long way to go in this contest.
All right. Oh, Bandit's still in the lead.
But, you guys, we talk about this new barrel and not being able to fill it in 11. West Sable's best time of the year is at 20.84. On 12, you fill that in 11.
Yeah.
That's a 19.9.
That's right at the record.
The problem is, can it be filled in 11?
Well, exactly. But so I think the point from our group text this week was, are we missing out on a potential top 5 all-time bucket team and we don't know it? And that's really the issue that
Oh,
the
that's
barrel
where you were
presents.
going. Oh, yes,
you know
definitely.
what I mean? Like, we don't know because we consider the best bucket teams in the world. We base it on the 19s, the Yellow Hornets of the 80s and the 2000s. You got the St. James Wildcats in there in the discussion. You got the New Hyde Park Termites in the discussion. Even West Sable put it in the 19s back in 08.
Sure.
So, I mean, those teams were great.
Here come
Even
the
the North, and
Tomcats.
the North Lindy teams are in the low 20s, right? They never broke the 19, but they always had a great bucket.
Dumper has a problem mounting for the Tomcats. Now the ladder team is set. And here, there you go. They got their first one up.
All right. They're struggling, but they're doing it.
I mean, Baldwin has not been out at all this year. Maybe they were out at their old-fashioned.
Yeah, they ran
thing,
the.
right? But I don't have any other stats on the Baldwin
Yeah,
Tomcats.
I don't know if they have a lot of reps with the
So
bucket brigade.
So, it's one of those things. You get the team together and you just come out.
You're sorry, Baldwin, but you have overtime.
They had an overtime on 6 buckets.
Yeah, that might have been a mercy. Hold it up.
Yeah.
Got to get out there, Baldwin, practice that a little bit more.
The North Belmore
Rinky Dinks, not having the
Boo! Hiss.
Not
the villains of the Hempstead Invite 2022.
Chris Murphy chiming
Boo!
in, giving his opinion of a protest.
Hiss.
For a guy that makes a lot of noise about wanting other things done in this racing world, he's loud.
Oh, and guess who gets booed more than anybody, buddy? So
Chris Murphy.
that's right. So I can make somebody else the villain once in a while too. Dang it.
All right, here come the North Belmore Rinky Dinks on the line. 7 points on the day. Another day they were
Chris,
looking
if
for.
that makes you feel better, then good.
Was that a
Yeah, they're
danger
off.
with a dang it?
There you go. Joey Corker and Brother Sean behind him. Let's see what they got on the ladder.
And this
Make
is
them
a
miss out.
nice
I'll tell you, this is a good-looking set.
Pluck.
First
9:10.
9:10.
Yeah.
Fastest of the
8:90.
day.
Good pace. Great pace.
They do a great job up top. Joey's turned himself
I'm
one of the
liking
better
it.
dumpers in the league here.
Top man just catching him, actually, before he ended up.
Just a little. Oh, that little delay did not hurt. It went off on 11 and a 12. Up
This
against
is a
12.
21, boys.
That's a heavy shot.
North Belmore. 1.80.
2180. Fifth best shot of the year right
That
there.
is, according to my records, it is a team record, I believe.
Team record for the Dinks. Beats it 2201.
First 21 in team history.
Great shot. Big smile from Joey Corcoran up here. Gave us a thumbs up, and they're going to go down there to the ground. I tell you, a lot of happy Dinks on the ground.
A real fine first bucket, a great pace, as we said, and they did it in 12.
And Joey would look smooth.
Wow,
up here,
how
getting him in.
smooth.
He
So,
like
Twan,
almost,
you're
he
a
almost like
aficionado
threw
here.
them to his other hand.
He really cleaned it up nice.
Dude.
Didn't spill anything. Nice job.
What was the exact time?
2180.
So I had .98, 110, 107, 115, .98,
Beats my best by
104. So the pace is there.
That beats their previous team record by 2/10.
Two full
22:01.
tenths, yeah.
Down to a 21.80.
Giving West Sable something to go after now.
Wow, that was something good. All right, here's the Frogs on the line. They do the deliberate, slow, full bucket pace. That's their.
And that's like the third or fourth team record for this North Belmore team. They broke the pump record, and now Buckets.
Couple
They
heavy
are
hole
for
shots
real.
as well.
They are for real.
And
They got to
the-
put
and
it
the ladder.
together.
Coming around.
This
First
is a
bucket's
decent
in.
first bucket for the Frogs. 971.
This Dupper does a real nice job up top too. They picked the pace up. See if it
That
helps.
good pace.
Yeah.
Look at these Frogs go.
Oh, that's gonna be a good shot. Nice job by the Frogs.
Oh, they're going to throw themselves in the money.
What do you got there?
I'll tell you what.
This is a 23.
All right, their team record is 22.62. I was going to say.
3.1. 23.
Just short of their team record. That would have been cool to have two team records in a row.
I know, back to back.
You know, I noticed early
Close.
today. I noticed early
Yeah.
today during three-man ladder. This guy who's the dumper, who I kind of recognized.
shoes, that's
he
the
wasn't
number.
in three-man ladder, which surprised me. He was holding the ladder.
But you can.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I mean,
they had-
not to have a guy in three-man ladder that's dumping.
That's dumping. Yeah,
Right?
I noticed it.
How often do you hear that?
I thought I recognized him. I saw him hold the ladder. I was like, all right, maybe it's the wrong dude.
Right.
And
Oh,
now
that's
he's
him.
dumping.
That's Scott
And you-
Lachlan. They
He
call him
didn't
the
run-
shoes because he always has some wild-looking shoes on like you, Lenny.
He didn't run three-man.
And you
No, they
called-
had a new kid running today for them.
You called it though, Lenny. That pace was nice, man, and he was
Beautiful
putting him in. What did
job.
it take? 13.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and a 12, early 13. All right, here's another good bucket team right here. The Snails. They had to switch things around with, Ryan Kennelly being out with a slight tear of something or another in his body.
So if you want to get in the mix today, you got to run a 20. You got to beat a 23.83
Yeah.
at this point in the contest.
A little shout out to Ryan there. We wish you well, and rough season, rough year for Ryan, but they're getting through it.
There's some old slugs on that bucket line, I can tell you that.
All right, they're leaving the snail trail, that's for sure. Whammo taking the pick on the bottom.
Second man on the ladder slips a little
Oh.
bit. Now they got to get it going.
Kirby up top.
Now Whammo's going to get it going. Oh, and
Whammo.
Brendan misses the handle.
Whammo the slammer, also the pick man here.
Yeah, this is just, now they're trying to rush, and it ain't going to work that way, boys.
Nah, but they got
You can't make up that kind of time.
Yeah, he mishandled like two of them, and then he had to drop them at his feet. So it's once that starts
I
happening.
tell you, once those pants get wet, Brendan with the see-through pants up here, he's got the black boxes going under there.
Hold it up.
No tidy whities for Brendan.
Overtime for
Billy
Lindenhurst.
giving folks at home a little too much information, although Brendan is not shy about it.
No, not at all. If I had his physique, I'd have grayer hair than I do now.
You'd be half of yourself.
Maybe a third. All right, extinguishers here. They had a good shot a couple weeks ago.
So talking to some of their guys, Billy and Twan, after the motor pump contest, we saw how that handle was only half down.
Yeah.
And there were several teams complaining that even after they put it down and then walked away from it, it was popping up. Maybe something with the ball valve, I don't know. But they knew this was, let me finish. Miller Place knew, they saw their guy hold it halfway down and not make the adjustment. And they're just like, what are we doing here? So definitely something they can fix with video and coaching. But there might be some issues with this particular gate that's being used today.
They got some different looking fellows on the ladder here looking here.
I was going to say, Brian Kessler, before the tournament for the Hobos, said to me, "Oh, is this the stick that bounces back up?" So something to be looked at.
All right.
Scott Letizia tiptoeing up to the line so as not to break the light as the first bucket man.
Russo
as
in the
Miller
middle.
Place attacks the ladder. Oh,
Kiki for the pick on the bottom.
Chris Russo slips a little bit in the middle. Now he's trying to adjust and just throws their mow off. Now they're going to take off. That just screws you.
You saw that dumper kind of bump into the barrel up top, too. You heard it rattling.
Ooh.
I believe if you move it far enough, they give you a no.
If Ippy was up here, that'd be a no-go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this with the slip by Chris on the mount, it just threw everything off.
So
They had normally a decent bucket team.
yeah, a rough one last week, rough one this week for him.
Miller Place. Come on, Chris.
3.39. 30.39.
Fifth place right now is that 23.83 from Patchogue hanging around.
Yeah.
23.71 for the Carl Place Frogs, fourth.
But we're just waiting to see, who's going to win this drill. Will it be the Hobos or will it be the Islip Wolves?
Right.
The Hobos are sitting in second in the contest right now. Third. Regardless, it's just all they have to do is score a point more than the Wolves to win. So really, if the Wolves want to win this drill, they're going to have to beat the Hobos' time of 22.94. And that's basically what it comes down to. That's assuming that 22.94 holds the points by the time the Wolves go on the line.
Or they hope for a West Sable and a North Lindy shot to knock them out.
Right, exactly. True.
All right, so here's the Rascals on the line.
Yeah, so
What do you think, Twanny? What do they got in them?
Maybe 26-ish. If they run a good shot, we've been
26 last week at CI for them,
Yeah.
29 earlier this year.
the real struggle here is getting first bucket time down. They've been
So is it a matter of getting the four guys set?
The set's been good. It's just maybe not been blistering fast like we want it to be.
Who's this, Dylan up front?
Dylan up front. We got Will up top.
I like the spacing.
Ryan Marr.
They roll on clean. It's a nice pluck. You're going to like this, Twanny.
That's a
999.
I got
All right.
963, but okay, this is a good shot.
Sub 10 on the first pick. That's a good shot.
I'll tell you what, Dylan is doing a good job.
Nice
getting in
job.
there. Oh, we dropped.
Doesn't matter. Oh,
Kept
They're
working.
mix up
losing
for it.
quite a bit on the ladder, I got to tell you, Twan. Still not clean.
First couple were nice, and then a little mishap, but
Yeah.
let's see where they get some.
He was
27.
Nice. Yeah, that one drop, man, took
Oh,
about 2
I
seconds.
took out
off
two
that
buckets.
shot, right?
0.33. 20.
Yeah, you lost the one, and then
27-23.
on
I'm
the
sure
adjustment,
you.
you lost half of the next one, too. So.
Well, to the team, we were doing. You're allowed to have shots of vodka after the tournament if you dumped it faster than 9.9 seconds. So I think that's probably their fastest dump as a team. You had 963. I had about a 990. So I'll go with your watch, a little bit more friendly to the
I had
Southampton Run.
999.
I had the 960.
You had the 960. So Twan's
I see
trying,
what you
guys.
did there.
I was a little bit more.
But I'm older than Twan, so I might have missed it. So go with Twan's number and shots for everybody.
All
But
right, so 11 points on the day right now for the Flying Dutchman, looking to sew up third place.
Well, North Belmore right now, if they get 5, that would pass West Sayville by 1, right? So North Belmore would go to 12. That's assuming West Sayville misses, which is a large assumption, considering they've only missed once all season with a 27-70 at Selden. Other than that, it's been
It's
22
been a feast.
or faster. every
we've
shot.
seen bucket teams over the years dominate from year to year, or maybe 2 or 3 years in a row.
Oh, these
West
guys-
Sayville has definitely been the class of the race
3
for a
years
couple of
in a row.
years.
They own the fastest time of the season with a 20.84.
2 21s and a 20 last 3 tournaments. Here we go. Billy Houghton up the ladder. Tenny behind him.
Good attack.
Joe in the middle. Ryan
Makes
on the
the
pick.
pluck. First one's up and in, 931.
Oh, they're off and running.
Clean up top, nice pace.
Watch Billy with his dump up here.
Right in the middle of the barrel, bicep dumper was Billy.
Top man on the ladder, handing them to the dumpers, just losing a little on the outside. They drop one.
Oh, that was
They
perfect.
got lucky.
Billy
Not
Houghton.
lucky, they got good. They
Got a smile
the-
about that one.
They dropped the last one, but they didn't need it.
Yeah, it was filled.
1.62.
Oh, just gets in with Belmore's shot.
North Belmore.
Woo!
Short-lived glory there. So, I mean, still you ran at 21. It's still a great shot.
You push the champs to put a shot on you. All right, Wolves on the line here.
All right, so West Sable first. We got North Belmore in second. We have the 2286 by the Bandits as third. The Hobos 2294 is fourth. So right now the Islip Wolves, they have two ways to win this drill. They can beat the Hobos time.
And then it's over.
And it's over. Or if they miss, they would need two more teams to knock out the Hobos time. And looking at the scorecard,
West Hempstead
North
and
Lindy, West Hempstead, it's possible.
It's possible.
So they have two outs in terms of if they want to win this drill. The way they'd like to do it, obviously, beat the 2294, and the day's over.
It comes down to a half a point. I mean, these have been some really good races we've had the last couple of weeks out here.
Yeah.
Good drills, you mean, Billy? Coming down to the
drills, I'm saying.
last race.
The state, the junior state, last weekend at CI comes down to the very end. Week before that at Hagerman.
Islip Wolves looking for
good stuff.
Looking for their first win of the year.
How important is it, guys, right, to get the set? Four guys, get up a wet ladder. Not
Josh
as
up
easy. Not as easy as it sounds.
Josh
really
Pyatt,
isn't.
Tommy G, then heavy on the pick.
Oh, second
Josh is up.
man slips. That's going to do it.
It's going to do it.
So yeah,
They
they're
need
not
a
going to
crazy
win. They're
pace.
not going to beat that
First one's
22
in.
now. So what they're going to have to do
11-4.
is hope for two teams to come ahead of them. The Hobos, that is.
No, I didn't mean to jinx them or anything, but getting four guys up a wet ladder at a rapid pace on top of each other is not an easy task.
With the tournament on the line.
With the tournament on the line, with that pressure. It's a tough situation.
Yeah.
1-5, 26,
And, you know, for folks that have never climbed a ladder next to someone, that's a challenge.
number 21.
So looking back at the
Just let me finish my thought.
Oh.
So climbing a ladder next to somebody when it's dry is hard enough.
Yeah.
Now a wet ladder, you've been sweating all day. You've probably been up 8, 10, 12 hours out here in the heat. Now do it on a wet ladder, side by side with the pressure on.
Yeah.
It's just not easy.
So 3 times this year, it's come down to buckets. The first 3 tournaments of the year for Islip with a chance to win 25-98, 24-03, 27-39. Just not getting it done when the money's on the line.
Last year, the Wolves had won so many drills by this point. This year, they haven't won one yet.
Yeah.
However, they didn't win the big one last year. Maybe the reverse is
Reverse
true this
psychology.
year.
Here we go.
They don't win any during the year, but they win the big one. But again, you look at these numbers that they ran today. They have 3 first-place shots and a second-place shot. So they missing 3-man, missing C-hose, missing buckets. Those are events they can all
So you're
score.
talking the
And they still have-
consistency.
Three-man's their
and they
bread and
still
butter,
have
you know?
21.
No consistency is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, here come the Hicks. Let's see what they got in them today. They've only run it once this year, so
1, 2.
it's still
three.
smooth on that ladder. I got to tell you.
Fourth man on, a little slow hoisting that up, but he got it up there.
He seems to be way
11-14.
down there. The top man, a little low, no?
I don't know, man. We just didn't teach looking up, and every one of these guys is looking up as they pass the bucket.
Looking up
You
into
should
the
be
barrel,
looking,
right? That's
look
what you mean.
down at
Yeah.
the handle.
Yeah.
Let the next guy worry about where you put the handle.
I agree with you 100%, Lenny. You
So
gotta
many
trust, You
guys.
gotta trust the next
of
guy
course,
above you.
of
Yeah.
course. Doesn't matter if he's not there. Drop it.
Right.
Keep going.
At some point, you got to go on field. That's it.
That's one of my most hated conventional wisdoms is looking the bucket in.
Yeah.
A lot of
hate it.
guys
I
do
hate
it,
it.
Chris.
I
A
hate
lot of
it.
teams do it still. Some of the good teams do it.
All right, so here it comes down. This is one of those 3 teams left in the drill here that can all run a 22 in buckets.
And so that's what we're looking for. That's the storyline
That's
right now.
the
The
story.
Hobos have this tournament won unless 2 teams beat their time of 22.94. If you get 2 teams to beat those that time, then the Wolves win this drill.
West
The potential is there with these last 3.
If the Hobos take 1 point in buckets, they win this invite.
Last week at the county, I'm sorry, West Hempstead, 22-44.
Yeah.
North
Bingo.
Lindy last week, 22-06.
I know.
Bingo.
It could happen. You could have
Hagerman.
back-to-back teams right now.
Hagerman.
All 3 of them could
Right,
beat it.
That's right. So
Hagerman
Hobos-
a couple
the
weeks ago,
Hobos are not
22-78.
celebrating yet.
So this isn't over yet, people.
It's not an unattainable number.
If you're in Hobos camp right now, you're trying to dodge some bullets here.
Also, West Hempstead, 8 points on the day, looking to get into that 4th place spot.
You look at
Trying to
Willie.
get ahead of,
you look at Willie holding
Belmore.
court. Willie holding court with some of his guys down here. Rest of the hobos a little further down, basically across from the hydrant. They were watching with bated breath.
They got their videos out there filming this shot. Ralph Nickel in the front. All right, and they're off. Craig behind him on the ladder.
1 on, 2 on, 3 on, 4 on, and the pluck. This
Nice
should be a
looking time.
nice first bucket.
You talk-
9:37.
You talk about looking in. Ralph's the best in the business.
And a
of looking it in.
pace.
Craig handing him perfect buckets up top. They make it look easy up here.
The best dumper of the day.
Oh, this
And
might be
12.
first.
That's a big shot for the West Hempstead Westerners.
I think you're looking at 21-7-ish.
That's close to that North Belmore shot.
1 point.
Beats North Belmore's 21-80.
So
Great
is that?
shot.
So
Second place.
We have 3 21s today at Buckets, ladies and gents. This is a great tournament. Now listen.
With two good teams to
the
go.
Hobos are in 5th now. They need to grab a point to win
Wow.
this tournament. The Islip Wolves are rooting for anybody to run a 22.93
This
or
is coming.
faster.
This is coming right down to the very last drop, just like last week at the State Old Fashioned.
So, Twan, one more time. If either one of these teams runs 22.92 or better,
93.
93,
wins.
then
They back into it.
Right, because if they tie the Hobos, then the Hobos and the Wolves will tie for first. So you got to beat the 22.94 to knock the Hobos out.
so 93 is the number.
So
All
yeah,
right.
you run a 22.90. If you hear that time, the Wolves win the drill. If you don't hear that time in the next 2 teams, the
Okay.
Hobos are going to win the invite.
North
tonight.
Lindy last 2 times out, 21-91, 22-06.
And I couldn't even tell you about the rest of the top 5 because it's all over the place right now. Farmingville's got a chance. You got the.
We're glad to bring it to you.
Chance.
Here come the knockers.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4 guys on the ladder. Chris grabs the first bucket. First one is in at 9:13. Good pace.
Good pace
7.
right here. North Lindy getting it done.
Oh, if you're a CI, you're Nancy right now.
Ooh,
Maybe
little delay. Oh, and a drop. And a drop. Don't give up. He's giving up.
Oh,
I don't want to
man.
yell too loud.
They gave up.
Dumpers, but oh my goodness.
They gave up. They gave up.
That was
Wow,
looking,
that run was going.
that was going. CI was on the edge of their seats, as were the Wolves and everyone else in this crowd.
Overtime.
So guys, right, wrong, or indifferent, it comes down to the last team of the last event. Can we get any better drama?
Looking at the
And
Hagerman
this is
Gamblers
where the
this
straight-
season, so they have, to their credit, only 2 times faster than the 22.94. So the capability is there, but they've only done it twice this year.
And did it
they
earlier in the
do it-
season, too.
Right, exactly. They have not done it since the Selden invite, but it's been 23s and 24s after, so it's not that far off.
No,
But
not
they've
at all.
had a crap day, and they would love to throw up a first place time here and spoil anybody's day.
Well, that's the other thing, too. I mean, I don't know. North Lindy might be in danger of coming down the track. You got West Hempstead that's going to pass them. Farmingville might be going to 8 right now, or maybe 7. I don't even know. The rest of the scorecard
Wow.
is a disaster.
North Lindy had that thing moving nice.
But the story really is about who's going to win this drill. Is it the CI Hobos? Are they going to get that
I just like
point?
that it's down to the last team. I mean, this is what we want as fans.
Once again,
All right.
in case you haven't memorized it,
Aaron-
if the Gamblers run a 22.93 or faster, then the Islip Wolves will win this tournament. If they run slower than that number, it'll be the CI
All right.
Hobos to win.
Aaron Allen, Corey behind him. Mark in the middle, Kohler on the pick.
First 2 guys tight. Oh, second man slips a little, but what a recovery. Unbelievable. They're still going to get a first bucket in at 9:60.
It's going to be close, man. You got to fill it 12.
Full buckets
6
up top.
is in,
Pace is
7
right
in,
there.
8 is in. 9's in.
Dropped 1.
10, no.
Dropped 2.
11 and 12 right there. And that's it. That's how
That's
it's going to
end the
here.
tournament.
And
Oh,
the
my.
CI Hobos are going to dodge. The Hobos
Wow.
are going to dodge 3 bullets.
They're
at the
going to
end of the
backdoor
day.
their way in. Look at them.
Win.
Look at them on the track. They're happy as clams.
1, 21.
Hobos are going to win the Hempstead invite. They don't tell me don't think that I don't think they earned it, but boy oh boy,
Yeah.
they were on the edge of not making it.
So let's do a little math here and see where everybody
Yeah, I
ends
take
up.
I take offense to the idea this is a backdooring in. I feel like the backdoor is you don't run
A
anything.
little bit,
You run no shot at all.
a little bit.
I'm stunned though at these last few teams getting 10 buckets in the barrel, and then 11 and 12 are the ones
Yes.
that go a little haywire. And really for
Exactly, Chris.
Hagerman, if you noticed on the set, the guy at the top of the ladder there, he seemed to be like a half a step low. I've seen this happen with
He
them a few times.
struggled getting on, Chris,
On
and then
10,
he adjusted.
On 10, he decided. Yeah, you're right. He did. His climb was a little iffy. On 10, he decided. You know what? I want to fix myself. I want to get a step up. I don't like where I'm at, and that's where it went bad.
I didn't see him change that. I didn't see that.
And he up to that point, he was running kind of using his arm, using his
they were
bicep
fine.
all above his shoulders. So
I thought they were fine until then.
yeah. I gotta say, for Hagerman, I don't think I've ever seen a more unorthodox way of running buckets that's been that successful as they have been this year.
Right.
They're really impressive putting it together that way.
Result, Bucket Brigade. First place, 5 points, with the time of 21.62.
The Hobos are going to get the win. The Wolves are going to come in second. I got West Sayville coming in third.
Number 22, West.
The Westerners and the Rinky Dinks are going to round out the top 5. 2 Nassau teams get down.
Belmore. Fourth place, 2 points. Number 5, Farmingville. Fifth place, 1 point. Number 8, Central Islip.
And
So you were saying, Twan? Go
No,
ahead.
yeah, I was.
We got the win with, you got it.
So what's going to happen? That 1 point by the Hobos with a 22.94 is going to give them a half-point victory over the Wolves. The Hobos are going to win the 73rd annual Hempstead Invite with 21.5 points. The Wolves, still looking for their first win of the year, are going to come in second again with 21 points. That's a huge number for second place. Third place is going to be West Sayville, again, sneaking in at the end. They have 6 points coming out of BOs. They go 10 out of the last 15 to get in third place with 16 points. If the Dutchmen have heavy points out of BOs next week, watch out. Fourth place with 12 points is going to be the West Hempstead Westerners, putting up a 21.77 to close out the day. They go from 8 to 12, and rounding out the top 5, your 2-time defending Nassau County total point champion, North Belmont Dinks, on a day in which they missed in some of their events that they're really good. Sea ladder being one of them, efficiency being another, motor pump being one that they're very good at. They're going to round out the top 5 with 10 points on the day.
Wow, I got to tell you something. That was some good racing there, and what an ending. I mean, that's three out of our last 4 motorized drills have been decided by 1 point or fewer.
Yeah.
And right down to the end, Billy, we've been entertained.
I mean, West Sayville and North Lindy going head-to-head at Hagerman and last week at CI. Both 1 point victories, one for each team today. Right down there between Islip and Central Islip by a half a point. That sets a table for a great state tournament.
Maybe.
The North Belmore.
And let's stay on for a few minutes after because I want to talk a little bit about that.
Sorry.
In third place with 16 points, the West Sayville Flying Dutchman. In second place with 21 points, the Islip Wolves. And in first place, and your Hempstead Invitational Drill champions with 21 and 1/2 points, the Central Islip Hobos.
Got to tell you, what an ending, people. This was some good racing today, and it's a great setup going in. We got the bye week coming up. 2 weeks, we got the state tournament. What do you think, Twan? It's going to be a barn burner.
I'll tell you what, man, the CI Hobos have now gone in. This is their 5th win at the Hempstead Invite, and they have tied the Patchogue 40 Thieves for 4th place on the all-time win list at the Hempstead Invite. Interestingly enough, as of 2010, the Hobos had only won this event once. They've won it 4 times since 2011, this one being the 4th. But, yeah, I got to tell you, man, the state drill, 2 weeks away. CI, they have won now 4 tournaments this year. They win Lindy, Selden, the county, and now again today at the Hempstead Invite. Are they the favorite? Are they the top dog?
North Lindy's got a W in there. West Sayville's got a W in there.
You got North Lindy winning the CI Invite, the Hunter, and the Merrick Invite. And they have not missed the top 5. Neither have the Hobos, neither have the Wolves, and neither have the Flying Dutchman.
And the Flying Dutchman. It's hard to put percentages or odds on the favorites. It's who do you like and what are they doing right now? Who's healthy?
Yep.
Yeah, again, let's not leave out Point Pleasant. We know they'll be players, and some of the other upstate teams are going to come in and poke their noses in there. It's a feeling like, again, back to what we love to do with the Survivor Pool. The Wildcat Association's doing it. See anybody from St. James or Bayshore, they'll get your sheet. But it's going to make it hard to pick that Survivor Pool for the state drill. It's just everybody's all over the place.
Another good thing to say today, so West Sayville, like I said, they righted the ship halfway through the season. They're back in action. Islip today. coming off the deck. They had 2 6 places in a row.
Yep.
When's the last time you saw that from them? And,
Yep.
you know, they come off the deck and throw up a couple of haymakers and they get themselves back in the conversation for the state tournament.
When the Wolves score points, they score big. It's firsts and seconds all across their team summary. Not too many thirds and fourths.
All or
It's either
nothing.
first or second or miss. Now, if they don't miss in their big events, it's an if. Racing's
Twan.
full of ifs, and we know that.
Sure.
They could
Twan,
be
were
that
the,
team.
were the Hornets the first team to come out with the shirts, go hard or go home?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I remember you guys coming out with it
them.
first.
I was like 12, 13 years old when they
That's
wore
what
those
I
shirts. And
remember.
I remember the 1990 state is when I remember those shirts. I mean,
Okay.
we were up in Main Transit.
I just remember those shirts.
I
shirts.
wanted one of those shirts.
And
I
that
thought was
sums it
cool,
up
man.
for Islip, the way they attack it.
Go
It's
hard or
go
go
hard or
home.
go home.
Yep.
You know, Point Pleasant taking the day off more or less of today upstate. I mean, their numbers are as good as anybody's on Long Island when they are a healthy team. So hopefully they got their stuff together.
And I'm hearing that the issue is with Michael Passero. Like
He's
he's
got a little
dealing with a pulled groin.
muscle
And
strain,
listen,
yeah.
That's no joke, man. He's
No.
the main guy on that team. He is the superstar, the climber.
Hey, guys.
Owns the B ladder time of the year, 5:04. We'll see if he can heal up before the state drill. Send
What
it
do you
over
got,
to
Chris?
Murphy. What's up?
I had one point I just wanted to make, okay?
What
And
do you
this
got
to
for
me
this?
is the storyline in 2 weeks.
Okay, you're done.
Which North Lindenhurst Piston Knockers are going to show up in
Yeah,
2 weeks?
that's a
Okay,
good
Yeah, you've been talking
with the
about that.
weight of the world on their shoulders, with the three-peat in sight. Are we getting last week's North Lindenhurst, who decided to just go to black out,
Turn it
like,
on.
like Will Ferrell in Old School, and just load up on the points for 6 contests straight at the end of the drill? Or do we get today's North Lindenhurst, who, to me, the points are not on the board, but if they were way closer, for example, that Buckets run, they put 10 buckets in faster than anybody else, and then 11 and 12 go haywire, right? It seems to me like they're racing better than they did today, but which way does the coin flip for them in 2 weeks? That, to me, is the primary storyline for 2 weeks from
But
now.
Chris, we can say that about several teams. You can say that about your own Central Islip Hobos. Are they going to be the latter team that comes out with 12, 13, 14? Or are they going to come out the way they did today? What is West Sable going to do? Are they going to chip away, like
And
Paulie likes to say it, all 8 races, then come on and hit you right in the face in the last 2? What are they going to do? That's the fun of it, and we're all
I don't
get to
think that
be fans.
I agree. I don't think that we've had a less predictable.
We're losing you, brother. We're losing you. It might be by design. Maybe one of the guys next to you pulled the
You know,
plug.
right now we're just talking about the top 4 or 5 teams, and if you look at going below that, you got like I said, East Islip's getting Benny the Jet back.
North Belmore can
North
run
Belmore
everything.
can run
They
the
can
shots.
run everything.
West Hempstead with another nice shot today.
Dude,
They
you
can run
You
everything.
can argue North Belmore
To win.
had a really bad day, and I'm saying that only because I know that they're good enough, and they're not happy with their day, but they're still in 5th.
Still coming down
with
the
a
track.
team record in buckets. They miss in C Ladder, the event that they've owned this year. They miss in Motor Pump. They've run 5s in that contest. The North Belmore Rinky Dinks are a player. As far as I'm concerned, they
Oh,
have
yeah.
to have their day. They're in the mix, and I think what Chris was saying before he got cut up, we have not really had. I mean, we've had it before, but it's nice to have it back, where we have a lot of different teams who could realistically win the state championship
Yes.
in 2 weeks' time. Right? It's been the Islip Wolves North Lindenhurst Piston Knocker show for the past couple of years, with North Lindy taking 2 out of the past 2. Right?
Yes, sir.
Prior to that, it's the West Sayville CI show. Right? But
There's no real clear-cut favorite right now.
I mean, you could
You
argue
could argue for-
Hobos, you could argue Knockers, you could argue Wolves, you could argue Dutchmen.
You could argue 4 or 5 different
You know?
ways and not be wrong.
That's right.
It's gonna be a hell of a show up there.
You got the
in
Gamblers
Merrick.
as a role player. I mean, they could come down top 5. You got North Belmore looking to come down top 5. Maybe, shock the world. Pull
Sure.
off a win for the first time since the late 60s.
And the track plays, and the track is a player too. It's not. It's
Don't
just like
forget
here.
Farmingville.
It's not a pump track.
You got
so
Farmingville,
you're taking
for
those
sure.
heavy pump teams out of it.
You got West Hempstead, who, I see the pieces are there for West Hempstead. They can have a day and come down that track with heavy numbers. Point Pleasant, we hope that they get healthy. Point Pleasant running with the hammer next week. Now, you guys gave the unveiling of this running order. You got the Piston Knockers at 39, the Hobos at 40, the Point Pleasant Pea Pickers at 41. Those are the final 3 teams to run next week. Right? The Wolves are a little bit ahead of them. The Wolves are at 30, Flying Dutchman at 31, West Hempstead 34, North Belmore 35. The backpack is packed.
Oh, the backpack
It's
is going to
stuffed.
be awesome.
It's ready to go. The order is great. The Pea Pickers and the Hobos with the hammer at the end of that event that day.
So those of us without a horse in the race, which I haven't had for quite some years, We've been entertained the last several years. We've been entertained all this year, and hopefully we get that in the state in 2 weeks.
I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I'm wishing the next 2 weeks away, but the only thing about that is that it's the end of summer after that. But
That's all right. Then you're going to go back to work.
you know what I mean? But the story of the day was the CI Hobos winning the 73rd annual Hempstead Invite. It's their 5th overall win at the Hempstead Invite. Again, putting them in ties.
So just wait. So what you're saying, Twan, is all you soon-to-be 4th graders that are getting Mr. Simone as a teacher, he's not looking forward to seeing you. He's really not.
I'll admit it. If they're listening,
You might scare him with that beard, too, so you may want to find a razor in your house.
I'm going to come up looking sharp. Hey, listen, get your Wildcat Survivor pool sheets in. That's a great fundraiser. Right, all that money's going to the Champion family, correct?
Well, half of it's going to the winner, half of it's going to the Champion family to defray some of the costs that they incurred with Chris's recent passing. So we want to help them out. Let's get as many Survivor pool entries in there. Usually we go in somewhere the winner gets anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500, depending on how many we sell. Again, we give away all the money, half to the winner, half to the cause. So come on out and support.
Outstanding. And we have
I'm taking the Rascals and 3-man ladder.
All right. So, yeah, you
just gotta survive.
They're gonna
all you
love
gotta do is pick a team that'll score.
You better put another sheet in because you're gonna jinx them again.
Wait, are you putting are you putting a jersey on in 2 weeks? Is that what it is?
There you go.
Guys want.
No, I'm saying you running with the Rascals.
No, I got bad knees and I'm 30 pounds overweight. Sorry.
All right, so we're going to be at the state tournament in a couple weeks. It's going to be a 9 o'clock start down in America. Hey, pay attention to the website. We might put a little something out there for you before then, maybe a little pregame or something for the media crew. Might come a little early and get it ready.
Yeah, baby. Should be a good time. So I guess
I think we've done well.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out of here, Billy. Maybe you want to thank everybody that helped us today. We'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Lenny Gomber, my partner here. Twan, as always.
Yeah, buddy. We had Rob Noonan up here
Bobby
today.
Noonan,
Paulie
Paul
Susskind was up here
Susskind.
today. We had a good crew. It's nice to we're gonna have a little 2002 reunion. Some food. Come on over, have some food, some drink.
You heard it.
Everybody, you can get the T-shirts at the Filter House.
That's right. Go see JoJo. Tell him.
JoJo Simone with the 20th
free,
anniversary
right? They're actually
shirts.
to celebrate. They're actually free. So just see JoJo Simone. Ask for JoJo.
And great job with the guys in the truck as always. Chris Murphy, way to hustle around to get those camera angles for us early on in the day. I know you got a little trouble getting it done, but as always, great job.
I got to tell you before we sign off, maybe it would have been cool to do the unveiling at the top of the running order right now. I don't know.
That would have been great.
It's an empty field, but I feel like everyone's at the camp. Maybe.
And now listen, if we had to do it right now, we could have had the balls up here. You pull the teams out,
So Twan broke his ass all day, and probably yesterday too, putting on the show. Now he wants to sit up here on the radio and talk for another hour.
Shade up
he
here.
wants to talk racing.
The wind is blowing. Because if I got to go down there, I got to put stuff away. But anyway,
you can stay up in here and